y'all, Amy here. I will be live in 3 minutes, but before I jump on live, I wanted to remind you that since you are here live, there is a Show Up Live gift waiting for you. It's pinned to the top of the comments, so go to the comments, you'll see it pinned there. It's the Lead Magnet Social Share Super Pack to help you share your lead magnet and grow your email list as you create your first digital course. We are going to have so much fun in just a few moments. I'll be getting started live, but I wanted to thank you for being here live and give you the gift that I promised you. So go look in the comments. It's pinned to the top. I'll see you soon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Amy Porterfield.
Online marketing expert, Amy Porterfield.
She is very, very good, an incredible teacher.
And the host of the top-ranked podcast, Online Marketing Made Easy.
Amy Porterfield.
Amy pushed me, she motivated me. There is something about Amy's community that is extra special. Amy encouraged me to think bigger.
And she truly has the biggest heart.
Girl, shake it off. You are going to be a success. I want to say it one more time. Crash and burns are the catalyst for the most powerful lessons that will catapult you into achieving those big, bold goals that you set for yourself this year.
I've watched you behind the scenes, jump right in, and I've also watched you exceed even your own expectations of what they could do.
My message today for you is that digital courses can literally change your business and your life.
I have a multi-million-dollar business with 2 courses, a few live launches a year, and 1 course on Evergreen. 95% of my revenue comes from my digital courses.
Thanks to Amy, she gives you that permission to be as big as you want to be.
I'm a big deal. We are all big deals.
Well, first of all, I have to start from a place of amazing gratitude because Amy, finding you has transformed my life.
It's going to be uncomfortable. That is the point. You wouldn't be here if you weren't willing to play a bigger game. Can I get an amen? I now believe that I am meant to be a big deal in this world. It took me a long time, and if you could get there faster than me, I really hope you do, because you show up differently, you sound different, you say things that are very different than you would have when you were playing small, and your whole life can change if you step into it.
And you are meant to be here. You are needed by your audience, by your students, by your customers, by your clients, and you are making an impact in this world.
Because after all, you are a freaking big deal. Thank you. Woo.
Welcome to my live masterclass, all about how to create and launch a profitable digital course from scratch. I could not be more thrilled. I have been looking forward to this, and I am so excited that you are here. The fact that you are here right now says so much. It says that you believe in yourself, even though sometimes you feel like you don't. It says that you want bigger things for yourself and your business, which a digital course can give you that. And I know in my bones that you want more creativity freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, and you want to make a bigger impact in your world, the world where you are serving your students, your clients. I know you, my friend. I get you. We have a lot in common. And so I know you're also very busy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get right to it. We're going to dive in. I am live. I am here with you. And throughout this masterclass, I'm going to be teaching you. I promise that if you showed up, I would make this worth every minute of your time. So while I'm teaching, I just might go full screen. So you see my slides, you hear my voice, but you don't necessarily see me. This is so you can really, really focus. But sometimes I've got to hit home a point. I've got to just really nail it down. So I jump in here like this. So you'll see me like this. You'll hear me through my slides, or I'll just go full screen like this, just depending on what I'm teaching. So I'm here with you the entire time. Are you ready to dive in? Do you have a notebook? Are you ready to take notes? Do you have your favorite beverage with you, whatever it might be? And if it's wine time, I'm not going to judge. We are getting to it right now. Are you ready? Let's go for it. Welcome, my friends, to how to create and launch a profitable digital course from scratch. I'm going to take you behind the scenes to show you how you can generate revenue year-round with just one course. I'm going to show you how you can make the ultimate shift from struggling to make money online, feeling confused as to how to make your business successful, and possibly wanting to stop doing so much one-on-one work, to expanding your profits and your impact by adding just one digital course to your business. Now stay with me until the very end. And if you do decide to go on this course creation journey with me, I've got a special bonus for you, how to find and work with a virtual assistant. Get ready to save 10 hours a week so that you can create your course faster. Today, I'm going to give you strategies so that you can start making decisions right now so that when you're ready to create your digital course, you get through it a whole lot faster. This bonus will help you. Stay with me to the end. If you go on the course creation journey with me, it's yours, my friend. Now, turn off all distractions. I know, easier said than done. But if you turn off all distractions, if you actually silence your cell phone and you give me your undivided attention, I promise you, I will make this worth every minute of your time. You'll walk away feeling inspired, excited, and driven to take action. So stay with me, stay focused, turn off all distractions. Now, I promised you that in the first 5 minutes of my live masterclass, I will give you the 20-minute post-it party. This is how to outline the first draft of your digital course. Here's exactly how I do it. Every time I create a brand new digital course, this is exactly what I do. In fact, this is an image of how I created my last digital course in my family room on my mirror. So here's what I want you to do. You're going to take just one course idea. Now, for the record, you're not going to do this until after the masterclass. Stay with me here, but I want you to do this within the next 24 hours. Take one course idea. You might have many, or maybe you have one that you have no idea if it's even a good one. No judgment. One course idea, and you're gonna grab a stack of Post-it notes and a Sharpie. I mean, who doesn't love office supplies, right? So grab that pack of Post-it notes and a Sharpie, and you're going to put a timer on for 10 minutes. Now, when you do that, put on some good tunes. Of course, I love Don't Stop Believin', Journey, but you put on whatever you like. And for 10 minutes, here's exactly what you're going to do. You're gonna go for it. You're gonna post every idea, story, piece of content, insight, and action item that comes to mind. Anything that comes to you that you wanna teach, steps that you want to include, stories that you want to include, one idea per Post-it. And you start slamming them on the wall or on the mirror, just go for it. I want you to act quickly and don't judge any ideas that come up. Once you've gone for a full 10 minutes, push yourself. Then I want you to take 10 more minutes and organize your Post-its into phases or steps. You're gonna start thinking about how might you teach this. It's okay if you don't know. We're just gonna take that first leap. This is a first draft. It doesn't even have to be good. We just gotta get something on paper. So how might you teach it? If you do the Post-it party, it's just 20 minutes, you, my friend, will officially have your first draft of your course outline, which will fast track your course creation success. And you better celebrate. You take these Post-it notes, you open a Google Doc, you get all the notes into that Google Doc, and you can start fleshing it out. This is how I start every digital course outline. I'm telling you, it works well. All right, I'm not exactly sure why you showed up here today, but I want you in the comments. I see you in the comments. I want you to be active. So with that, I've got a question for you. Pay close attention here. I want to know why you're here today. And I'm going to take 3 guesses. You tell me which reason resonates with you most. Are you ready? Okay, just put reason number 1 or reason number 2 or reason number 3 in the comments. Number 1, you're excited about creating a digital course that can earn you 5, 6, or even 7 figures per year while impacting the lives of thousands. Is that you? Or maybe this one. You're motivated to limit your one-on-one client work to only the clients you enjoy and those that pay you what you're worth so you can spend more time doing the things you love with the people you love most. Is that you? Or how about this one? You're intrigued. You're intrigued by the idea that you can simplify your business by creating a single digital course and selling it over and over again while saying no to the projects that no longer light you up and yes to the ones that do. So tell me in the comments right now, I'm looking, I want to see you. Is it 1, 2, or 3? And you can always cheat and choose all 3. If all 3 resonated with you, let me know. Okay, I'm seeing lots of 1s. A few 2s are coming in there. Where's all my 2s? I know many of you are working one-on-one with clients and would love to move away from that. Okay, here comes the 2s. Get in the comments. If you haven't done so already, engage with me here. I'm gonna be asking you a lot of questions. I wanna see what you have to say. So get in those comments. I wanna hear from you. Okay, so let's keep at it. Whatever your motivation, whether it was reason 1, 2, or 3, I want you to know and hear from me right now. I fully support you. I get your desire to do bigger, bolder things in your business, and I'm so thrilled you're here. I want to take just 2 minutes and tell you a little bit about me if you've never been on a masterclass with me. So I just moved from sunny Carlsbad, California, right outside of San Diego, to Nashville, Tennessee. And before we moved, my hunky husband, Hobie, was a San Diego firefighter. And this is my stepson, Cade. He's now 18, and he just went away to UC Davis in college. And my other son, Scout, who I absolutely love. So this is my little family. And once upon a time, I worked with peak performance coach Tony Robbins, where I traveled the world with Tony and got to work on the content that he did on stages like Unleash the Power Within and Date with Destiny, and of course, his digital courses. So that was my life way back when. 12 years ago, I started my online business, and ever since, I've been creating digital courses. Since then, I've created 8 blockbuster digital courses. I've welcomed over 48,000 students into my world, and I've generated over $40 million in total revenue with my digital courses. I don't know everything, but when it comes to courses, I know what works and what doesn't work. 88% of my revenue comes from my own programs, my own courses. I say no to the projects that drain me and yes to the projects that light me up. So my question for you is this: Can you imagine what it would feel like if you only said yes to the projects that truly light you up? It's a game changer. It's a business changer. It's a life changer. And that's what I want for you. Now, if you're anything like me, you like to know where we're going. When my husband Hobie takes me on a hike, I say, okay, wait. Where are we going? How long are we going to be hiking for? And when do we stop for snacks? I want all the details. So if you're anything like me, you're going to want to know where we're going to go over the next hour. And my friends, I'm going to tell you. So first off, I'm going to teach you how to find your 10% edge, the most important thing you need to know before you create your course. From there, I'm going to show you how to choose your recording style. And then I'm going to show you how the power of just a small but mighty email list can help you launch your course. I'm going to give you the 3 little known magical webinar slides. So when you do your first or next webinar, it converts. And I'm going to show you why you only need 1 course to be successful. If you love what you learn here, I'll tell you how you can work with me. And at the end, because I'm here live, we're going to do a live Q&A. If you've got questions, my friend, I've got answers for you. So this is where we're going. Are you ready to get started? Let's do this. Secret number 1, a behind the scenes secret number 1 to creating digital courses, and that is to create a profitable digital course. First, you must find your edge. Now, the question I get asked a lot when someone's going to create a digital course, they'll say, Amy, if I want to create a great course, do I need to be an expert? The truth is, you only need a 10% edge. You do not need to be the expert of all experts. When I say 10% edge, what I mean is you just need to be a few steps ahead of those you are going to serve. You need to have gotten results for yourself or for somebody else, and you're going to teach how you got those results. You don't need an MBA. You don't need tons of certifications. You don't need years and years of experience. You need to know how you got those results, be a few steps ahead of those you serve, and my friend, you can impact lives. You can make a difference. You just need the 10% edge. I tell you this to bust through imposter syndrome. I tell you this to say, don't think, who am I to be doing this? I don't know enough. I'm not expert enough. They're farther along than me. They can teach it, but I can't. That is not true. Do not sell yourself short. You have what it takes to create a digital course. You do. It's in you. You just need that 10% edge. Now, to get even more specific, I'm going to give you 3 different approaches to profitable digital courses. And you tell me which one resonates with you most. Like, which approach do you want to take for your first digital course? Are you ready? You got to pay close attention. I want you in the comments and tell me which of the 3 approaches works best for you. The first approach is teach your personal success path. What this means is that if you've gotten results for yourself in any area of your life, you can teach how you did it in your course. So I love to lead by examples. And this is my student, Ashley. Ashley was working a 9-to-5 job at the post office while she personally began to take the steps to improve her low credit score. She didn't have money to pay for somebody to improve her credit score for her, so she did it on her own. That 10% edge, she went from a credit score of 499 to 720 in 6 months. And coworkers and friends started to ask her, how did you do that on your own? Show me the way. Fix my credit. How did you do that? Well, she started a business in order to help other people fix their credit, and then she created a digital course. And in her first launch, she generated over $32,000. But she launched that course over and over and over again. By the 9th launch, she had generated $748,000 with 1 launch. Ashley got results for herself and started teaching other people how she did it. The coolest thing about Ashley is she's going to pay the mortgage off of her mom's house this year. That's the stuff that really matters. Okay, approach number 2 is to teach the one-on-one approach that you've used with your clients. The one-on-one approach. So if you're a coach, if you're a consultant, if you're a service-based provider, my friend, you already have a framework that you can teach. So If you're already working with clients one-on-one, you can take your specific approach that you do with them and you turn that into a digital course. And most of my students in the beginning will say, but Amy, what I do is so personal with my one-on-one clients. I promise you, with some tweaks, with looking at it a little bit different, being open-minded, you can find a framework that what you do now with your clients, you can do one-to-many in a digital course. Let me tell you about Mark. Mark's one of my students. He's a father of 4 and a cancer survivor. And he turned his one-on-one accounting practice into an in-demand digital course. So Mark was interviewed on a podcast. And at that time, he was working for a firm and he was doing taxes for small businesses. And he got interviewed on a podcast, and the podcast was for resellers, at Etsy sellers, Amazon sellers, eBay sellers. And he was teaching tax strategies to resellers, and it blew up. People were like, tell me more, this is so great. So what he decided to do once he realized, wait a second, these people need specific tax advice. They're asking me a lot of questions. I'm gonna turn it into a digital course. So he turned his knowledge into the Reseller Tax Academy, and he generated $64,000 in his first launch and $107,000 in his second launch. This boy's got receipts that he sent me showing me what he did. Now, the coolest thing is that he had imposter syndrome before he started. He said, Amy, I almost didn't launch my digital course because I thought, who is going to want to buy boring tax strategies in a digital course? Thank God he didn't listen to that pesky voice, because he has a digital course that he can launch over and over again. And that way, he only needs to take the clients that he loves to work with, because let's be honest, if you have a one-on-one business, there's some clients you'd like to fire. Can I get an amen in the comments? Can I get some yeses? I know there's some clients you'd rather not work with. Why not create a digital course and only work with the clients you love, and the rest can go through your course? This is another student of mine, Nicole, and Nicole is an OBGYN physician who delivers babies at the hospital. And she wanted to get pregnant women the right info they needed long before it comes time to push. So with that, she initially started doing health coaching, working one-on-one. It was like her side hustle, but that didn't quite fit her needs or what she wanted to do. Then she realized, wait a second, I can create an online childbirth education course. Especially during COVID, it was the perfect time to get started. And she did that, and now she's generated $15,000 a month with one course that she put on Evergreen, automation. So she can still go to her 9-to-5 job, and her course is running every day, making her an additional $15,000 a month. Can you imagine an additional $15,000 a month? That's exactly what Nicole has done. All right, we're moving on to approach number 3. This is where you teach a technique or a method or a tangible process that you've used to get results. So if you're really good at a certain process or a technique, you can take that, or some kind of tool even, you can turn that into a digital course. So let me give you an example. This is Giselle, and she's had an ultra successful job in the toy industry, and then COVID hit. Now, she didn't get laid off, but she started working from home, and she realized, wait a second, I don't just want a dream job, I want a dream life. How can I quit my job and start doing something I absolutely love so I have more time freedom, more money freedom? And so she started to think about it, and she said, wait a second, I can do something with all the knowledge I have about the toy industry. She knew a proven process for how to get your toy out into the world, how to create a toy and get it out there for resale. She knew the process. She had a technique that she'd known in her job. And so that's how she became the toy coach. How would you love that title? The toy coach. And she's the creator of Toy Creators Academy. In her first launch ever online, Toy Creators Academy generated $11,000 with just an email list of 500 people. She's gone on to launch again with bigger results. But I always like to focus on that first launch to show you what is possible. Okay, so it's your turn. Jump in the comments and share with me one idea you have for a digital course. So I want you to get into the comments, and I want you to tell me what's an idea that you have for a digital course. And it might be something where you actually have gotten results for yourself, and you've got that 10% edge, you're a few steps ahead of those who want to know how you did it, right? Or maybe you've worked with clients and your clients want to know, you take your client process and you teach your students what you used to do in one-on-one. Or maybe you're just so good at a process like the toy coach, and you teach that process inside your digital course. So what idea do you have for a digital course? I'm going to jump in here really quick. Okay, so we've got, let's see, your names don't always pop up, but when they do, I'm going to say so. Okay, so Christine says she wants to create a course around trauma. Stacy says parenting ADHD without losing your mind. Amen. Avic says work-life balance. Let's see here. Ashley says train the trainer for forensic professionals. Nice. Abby says honey book for photographers. Fantastic. How to grow your own food. Manny, yes, yes, and yes, I love it. Classroom organization says Josie. Mindset coach says Kason. Cooking says Paula. Fantastic. Meal planning, project management, how to keep perfectionism from sabotaging your life. I'm a psychologist. Fantastic. How to pitch stories TV producers are looking for, says Mike. Self-love made easy. Recovering from your social harm of COVID. How to find your purpose when you become an empty nester. Gluten-free or artisan baking. Come on, you guys are on fire. These are all fantastic. And here's the deal. Inside my program that I teach how to create a course, there's a whole step we do on validation. So all these ideas, you all have the opportunity to validate them before you actually create the course, which is golden. We'll get into that a little bit later so that you can feel confident that these ideas are going to produce revenue. I'm so excited for all of you. You guys are on fire in the comments. Way to go. Whether it's teaching toy creation secrets, sharing tax strategies, pregnancy tips, weight loss coaching, or even teaching people how to pass the bar exam the first time out. Please hear me when I say this. When creating a course, it's not the topic that matters most. It's your willingness to believe in your abilities and to take yourself seriously. You're here live with me right now. You are taking this seriously, and I'm absolutely thrilled you are. All right, let's move on to secret number 2. Secret number 2 is when creating your digital course, simplicity leads to faster profits. So you might not know it, but you just already made an idea. You already made a decision. You know that either you're going to create a course based on the results you got for yourself, the results you got for your clients, or you're going to create a course around a technique or a system that you know really well. That's decision number 1. The second decision is, how are you going to record your course? This is a really great decision to knock out right here. So pay close attention because I'm going to help you with this one. There are 3 different recording levels on how to create a course, and I want you to choose the one that's best for you. Level number 1, and I want you in the comments telling me which level is best for you. It's the simple and effective recording strategy. You record and deliver your content using slide decks and audio only. You do not need to be on camera at any time. So right now, you hear me and you see my slides. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You can create an entire course just like this. Now, who's a good fit for level 1? If this is your first time creating a digital course and you want to keep it simple, level 1 is perfect for you. Here's the exact equipment you need. A computer, check, you've got that. Keynote, PowerPoint, or Google Slides, which are free, check. And ScreenFlow or Camtasia if you want to pre-record your slides and audio. You could even do your course live. You can deliver it live, so you don't even have to edit anything. But if you want to pre-record, ScreenFlow is for Mac, Camtasia, Mac, or a PC. So this is what you need in order to get your first course out into the world. Now, I'm going to give you level 2. Pay close attention. This happens to be the most popular level with my new students. The mid-level mixed media recording strategy. You record and deliver your content using slide decks with audio while also adding in some direct-to-camera videos to keep things dynamic and interesting. And so with this one, if you're a good fit for this, if creating a digital course is not new to you, or you feel pretty comfortable on video, level 2 is perfect for you. And here's the thing, the equipment's easy. Computer, you got that. Keynote, PowerPoint, or Google Slides, check. ScreenFlow or Camtasia only if you're gonna pre-record. If you go live, you don't even need that. And then iPhone or a camera of your choice, keep it really simple in terms of recording. Now, when I say direct to camera, going back here, see where I say use slide decks and audio while also adding in some direct to camera videos. You see that there? So what I mean by that is this is direct to camera. Hello. So this is direct to camera where I'm talking to you here. Maybe you want to do a welcome video like this, or maybe at the beginning of each module, you want to do a quick summary of what they're going to learn. But other than that, from there, then you just do slides and audio for the bulk of your course. That's level 2. Before I go on to level 3, let me tell you about one of my star students, Danira. So Danira is a mother of 3 who teaches other female professional or hobbyist bakers how to make beautiful candy apples. That is her specialty. Now, how she delivered her course is so fantastic. The very first digital course she created, she went live on video in a closed Facebook group for only her paying students, and she taught it in her kitchen. So she's in her kitchen and she's on video doing these caramel candy apples so people can see her. It's a small kitchen. She's not using fancy equipment. She's doing it on her own. No one's helping her with the camera. And she's just teaching in a live Facebook group. So she doesn't even have to edit her videos. That's how she delivered her first course. But check this out. Her fail-proof caramel apples generated $62,000 in her first launch, $64,000 in her second launch, and $158,000 in her third launch. Caramel candy apples, my friend. After her first 2 launches, she got picked up by media because people were so excited to hear her story. She's a single mom in Los Angeles, made more money with 1 launch than she had in an entire year in her 2 jobs that she was holding down. This is the life-changing stuff that can happen with a successful digital course. All right, we're moving on to level 3, the all-in mixed media recording strategy. This is where every video inside your digital course has that direct-to-camera element where you are on camera for every video. This is intense. So who's a good fit? Well, if you've been creating digital courses for a while and you feel like it's time to level up, or if you're comfortable recording direct to camera, then go for it. But let me take you behind the scenes a little bit. In my program, Digital Course Academy, I do a mix of slides and direct to camera for every single training video. So for every single training video in my course, you'll see me on camera like this. I introduce the concept, and then I go to slides and audio to teach you, but I do every video direct to camera. Why? Well, because I've been doing this for 12 years. I better level up, right? Would I ever do this for my first course? Heck no. When I created Digital Course Academy, this is a little bit behind the scenes. As you can see, I was deep into it. It took 2 weeks to record because I did camera for so much of it. And we had a little fun with it. But by the end, I was like, get me out of here. Thank God my dog Scout came for a visit, but I was done at the end until my team gave me a glass of wine. Then all was right in the world. But this is behind the scenes, and I do not suggest this for your first digital course. I teach my students to keep it so very simple when they're just starting out. So it's time to get in the comments. If you're multitasking, come back to me right now because I want to hear from you. This is your next decision. If you want to create your digital course quickly, let's make some decisions now. So tell me, are you going to do the simple and effective recording strategy or the mixed level or mid-level mixed media recording strategy or the all-in? I want to know in the comments. Let me know which one are you going to choose. And I know, okay, so I was going to say what I typically see is level 2 coming in a lot. And I'm really excited to see level 2 coming in. Come on, let me know. Here they come. Level 2, level 1, level 3. I see them all, but I typically, and I'm still doing that right now, seeing most level 2, which I love. You're going to do a little bit of direct to camera, but a lot of slides and audio. My friend, you can get your course done really quickly. Sandy and Leslie and Nancy, I see you all. Katie, yes. Katie says 1 or 2. You can definitely do like a little bit of a hybrid. So this is fantastic. You all are exactly where you are meant to be right now in terms of the decisions you're making. This is perfect. Let's keep going. Secret number 3. Ooh, this one's big. It's about your email list. So many of you do not have an email list yet, or you have a very small email list. And I'm here to tell you that your small but mighty email list will become your most beloved marketing tool when promoting your course. You do not need a big email list. That's like the best news for me to give to you right now. But you do need an email list, my friend. And so I'm going to show you how to get started with that. What I want you to do, and you can do this now, I want you to create a course-focused freebie. A course-focused freebie is a lead magnet that is aligned with your course idea, and it attracts your perfect ideal customers even before you begin marketing your course. So I want you to put a freebie together that would attract the kind of person you want to sell your digital course to eventually. So here's an example. One of my students, she created a freebie called The Ultimate Rule Breaker's Guide to Meal Planning. Her digital course is all about how to meal plan for your family. But she said, Amy, before anybody's ready to buy my course, I need to let them know that it's not stringent rules. They don't have to follow all these guidelines in order to make it work. They're afraid that there's too many rules, so they won't buy my course. So my course-focused freebie meets them where they're at. They feel stuck. They need extra help in understanding that you can break the rules. Once they know that, they're more willing to buy my course. That's how a course-focused freebie works. So it could be a checklist, a cheat sheet, some kind of mini video training, a quiz, something that's easy to digest. It doesn't have to be something that takes you forever to create. You can create it in 48 hours. But I want you to screenshot this next screen. I want you to ask yourself and answer these 3 questions when you're creating your course-focused freebie. Are you ready? Number 1, what is the number 1 question you get asked all the time? That could be a freebie. What could help your ideal customer right this minute? Where are they stuck? What myths do they believe? What are some things that are keeping them from moving forward? And then number 3, how can you get your ideal customer out of overwhelm? If they're feeling overwhelmed by the concept that you want to teach, what's one thing you can teach them in a course-focused freebie to get them moving forward? This is how you create something that then moves people into wanting to buy from you when you are ready. Okay, let's talk about that small email list that you are concerned is going to hinder you from creating your digital course. I'm going to give you 2 examples. Pay close attention. This is my student, Rob Green. He's a photographer and educator. He created a course called the Flash Course. Rob helps photographers frustrated by traditional teaching methods take flash photos that look like natural light. These photographers learned how to take photos in natural light, and then at nighttime, they don't know what to do. So he teaches them a method to use flash photo to get that natural light. His list size was 100 people. 100 people on his email list, and his first launch, he made $12,000. $12,000 in his first launch. What's so fun is that we have a private Facebook group for my students. This is the picture he posted when whoa, we've got a train going by. Could it be any louder? So this is the receipt that he sent in saying, look what I did with my first launch. That picture is everything. Okay, second example I want to give you is Danae. And Danae has a course called Profit Perfect. And she teaches accounting to small business owners struggling with their numbers. So what she did is she started to grow her list. She had 277 people on her email list, and her first launch, $27,827. What I want you to see is that you do not need a huge email list to be successful with your course, but you do need an email list. Social media is fickle, it's not enough. So I just want you to know that once you start growing your email list, you can grow your email list while you create your digital course. You can do both at the same time. I just want you to know it does not need to be a huge email list to be successful. All right, my friends, we are moving on to secret number 4. Ooh, this is a good one. If you're multitasking, come back to me because I love to give you secrets to webinars. So webinars are the most effective way to sell a digital course. And the reason for that is because webinars offer immense value. Right now, you are learning. You are seeing insights and examples and getting inspired. Webinars allow you to teach and give value no matter if somebody buys from you or not. And I really do think they are heart-centered. They really care about the people that you want to serve. Also, they allow you to show your teaching style and to show people your personality while you're teaching. So they're very personal. So let me show you the 3 slides that you must include in your next webinar to boost connections and conversions, or your first webinar. So the first slide that you must include in any webinar you do is the sweeten the experience slide. And the goal of this slide is to keep people to the very end, keep them engaged and excited. Remember at the beginning of this masterclass, I said, if you decide to go on the course creation journey with me, I'll tell you about an extra special bonus to get your hands on at the end, how to find and work with a virtual assistant to save 10 hours a week. Remember that? This is my way of saying, hey, I've got some good stuff coming. Stay with me until the very end and I'll tell you about it. You want to sweeten the experience. The second slide that you must include is make your story mean something to them. Do you remember at the very beginning when I said, here's my hunky husband, Hobie, and my sweet son, Cade, and my dog, Scout, and once upon a time I worked with Tony Robbins? Well, this is very indulgent. We all love to share pictures of our family and our lives, right? I didn't stay on this slide too long. What I did is I went to this slide quickly and gave you my credentials. I said, look, I don't know everything, but I know a thing or two about what works and what doesn't work with digital courses. I've created 8 blockbuster digital courses, welcomed 48,000 students, generated $40 million in courses. I know what works and what doesn't work. I want to show you how. You don't have to have huge accolades like this in order to give your credentials, but you do want to tell your audience why you are the best person to be teaching them that day. So that's an important slide to include. And then slide number 3, tell them what they get. Tell them what they get. So when you do sell your digital course in your masterclass, what you want to do is slow down. Many of my students, when they go to sell their digital course on a webinar, their voice gets really tight and they kind of start to breathe really heavy and they get very nervous and they stumble over their words. But when you believe that your digital course is the next logical step to get someone results, you stand up a little straighter. Your voice gets a little bit more solid. And if you slow down and tell people what they're going to get when they buy from you, when they're informed, they're more likely to feel really good about their decision to buy. So there's a way to ease into this and give the information that they need so they can make an educated decision. Let them know what they're going to get. All right, so I'm going to transition here for just a moment. This is my favorite question to ask my digital course creators, and that is, what's one thing you'll stop doing when your digital course is profitable? Everybody right now, if you're live with me, get into the comments. What's one thing that you'll stop doing when your digital course is profitable? I want to hear from you. I'm going to give some shout outs right now, and I want to share 2 of my students' responses when I asked them this. So remember Danira, our caramel candy apple queen? She said, I stopped taking custom orders. If I want to do a few, I will, but now I never have to, which feels good. Wouldn't it feel amazing to not have to do anything in your business or have to work with any clients if you don't want to? That's a game changer. Now that she has a successful digital course, she gets to be choosy. And that is so much more fun in any business. This is Braden Drake, and Braden helps female entrepreneurs with tax strategies and financial strategies in their business. He has a digital course, has generated over now $59,000. And I said, Braden, what would you stop doing? And he says, well, I actually stopped cleaning my own house and I hired a cleaning crew instead. Amen to that. I love that. Okay, so this is the fun part. What would you stop doing? When you have a successful digital course, what would you stop doing? And I just want to read a few of these really quick. Let's see here. I love this one. It says, I would feel happy and relaxed. I would stop taking clients I don't want to take. Marissa says, only take the website projects I'm super excited about. Ding, ding, ding. That's what it's about. Jen says, I will not keep a client I hate working with. Amen to that. Annie says, stop managing other people's social media accounts. Yes. Dealing with clients I don't enjoy. I would stop changing my schedule for clients. Oh, I can relate to that one when I used to do one-on-one work. I love this. Margaret said, I'd quit my job. I would quit my job. So many of my students, we always celebrate in my community when someone quits their job because their digital course is successful enough so that they don't have to work that job anymore. It's like the best day. Okay, so let's see. Linda says, stop teaching high school. Yeah, that could be really stressful, that's for sure. Stop working my 8 to 5 in healthcare. I'd stop working my 9 to 5 job. Whoa, lots of those. I would stop the editing, Rose says. Renee says, I'd stop worrying about spending money on travel and myself. Oh, I love that. One of my students, when her digital course became successful, she used to teach weekend in-person workshops to women. She took that workshop and put it into a digital course. And when her course was successful, she took 5 months off with her newborn. How amazing would that be for a new mama, right? So it's not just about the money, right? It's not just about the money. It's what that money can afford you. The time, the travel, the vacation you've wanted to take forever and you haven't, or just slow down just a little bit. It could be very life-changing, not just business-changing. Guys, I'm so glad you participated in that. That's my favorite part. Okay, we are not done yet. We are on secret number 5, and that is that you only need one course to be insanely profitable. You only need one course to be insanely profitable. Here's what I mean. When you create one digital course, what I teach my students is we're gonna market that course over and over and over again. The same course, the same webinar, you're just gonna make it better. So let me tell you a quick story. When I first created one of my very first successful digital courses, I've had some crash and burns in the very beginning, but my first successful digital course, I generated $30,000. And let me tell you, I thought I was the richest woman in the world. I lived in a tiny apartment or condo in Carlsbad, California, and I was newly married. And I looked at my husband. I mean, I remember what I was wearing, where I was sitting in the family room. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I looked at Hobie and I said, babe, you will never believe what just happened. And I told him how much money I just made on my launch. And he looked at me like I had 2 heads. And then he said, is this legal? Which I'm like, what, are you crazy? Of course it is. But it was so foreign to him. Being a firefighter, blue collar, having no idea of the online world, that's felt very bizarre to him, but very exciting. So I thought, you know what? I'm not gonna create another course. I'm not gonna do something different. I'm not gonna chase a next shiny object. I'm gonna do this again. So I launched the course again to $118,000 for the second launch. Third launch, $283,000. By the 4th time we had launched it in the new year, we had generated $950,000 with the same course. Now, yes, I made the marketing better. I started to understand my audience better. Yes, I got better at webinars. Yes, I improved the course each time my students would tell me how to make it better. So I made it better, but I did not start from scratch. One of the things that Tony Robbins taught me is that if I wanted to be a successful entrepreneur and generate revenue and impact quickly, I can't always start from scratch. I need to take one thing that kind of worked and then make it work bigger and bigger and bigger, do it better. That's the secret to successful entrepreneurship, not reinventing the wheel. Get off that hamster wheel. Let's do one thing really good over and over again. It also allows you to become known for something. If you're in my world, in my circle, and you hear my name, Amy Porterfield, you will say, that's the girl that teaches how to create digital courses. Even though I teach a lot of different things, that is what I'm known for. When you're known for something, people put you on the map. They know what to pay you for. They know what to go to you for. They know how you add value. That builds your business and your brand. So I wanted to show you what one digital course can do. And you might be thinking, okay, maybe I'm not ready to create a digital course. Maybe I need more experience, more time, bigger email list, whatever it might be. I want you to hear something. Why is now the best time to create a digital course? My answer is there has never been a more optimal time in history to create a digital course, ever. So what happened was a year ago, people were sent home from work. Some of those people are still working from home. But when they were sent home from work, 2 things happened. Number 1, if you wanted to learn something from guitar to gardening to cooking to how to use a software, you had to learn online. Digital learning exploded in 2020 because people were more open-minded to learning online. That hasn't gone backwards. Because now that they know it's cheaper, easier, faster to learn online versus having to go somewhere to learn, they're all about it. So digital courses are selling like hotcakes to the greater masses. I've never seen anything like it. But also, for you, you might have been sent home. You might have been home and you thought, okay, look, I've got the kids home, a spouse home, not ideal, kind of driving me crazy. But there's something pretty powerful about being in my own space, not commuting to work, not having to answer to a boss every minute. I'm kind of like a little bit protected here. I want more of this. Many people, like Zell that I was telling you about earlier, got sent home and thought, I want a better life. So they started to create online businesses, and digital courses became a big part of that. There's room for you. It's not oversaturated. There's only one of you who will teach the way you teach it. This is your time. There has never been a better time than right now to create digital courses. All right, so with that, I wanted to tell you about Karita. Karita has a course called the Tap Teacher Lounge, and she coaches tap dance studio owners how to increase their enrollments. She doesn't teach them how to make more money, like build their business. She gives them tap dance curriculum so that they can get more people in their classes and their students stay. Very, very unique and niche. Look at this progression. So she started back in November 18, $8.1 thousand. From there, her last launch in August 20, she's gone on to launch more. This is just a snapshot. She made $20,000. So over $65,000 with the same digital course. This is what it looks like. This is what is possible for you when you stick with one thing over and over again. One more thing I wanted to show you. This is Christina, one of my STAR students. And Christina, she changed her job where she was traveling and she was away from her kids and then found herself in an airport on video chat with her kids crying, wishing she was home. And she thought, I got to change my life. I'm creating a digital course. Well, about a year into that, she sent me this email. Amy, I just wanted to send you a quick note to say that you have another person you've helped to reach the $1 million mark. Yesterday was the day that my deposits into my bank account hit $1 million for the year. This is the stuff that I live for because I know her life dramatically changed. In fact, she celebrated by taking all her girlfriends on an all-expense trip paid to a tropical beach. That was what she wanted more than anything. That's the stuff that makes it so good. So I've got a question for you. Would you like me to help you create your digital course and launch it online as quickly as possible? I hope you're shaking your head. I hope you're saying, yes, Amy, I want to do this. The time is now. If you are full of enthusiasm or you're a little bit concerned, confused, but very curious, then I want to invite you into Digital Course Academy. Digital Course Academy is the only online training of its kind that shows you exactly how to create and market your digital course consistently throughout the year so that you can create a steady stream of revenue without having to always create something new. Here's what we'll put into action. First, you're going to nail down your course topic. If you have an idea but you're not sure it's going to work, we're going to help you get clear. And then we're going to validate that course idea so you don't waste any time creating it before we know people will pay for it. And then I'm going to show you how to pre-sell your course so you make money and then you create your course. I'm going to show you how to fully outline your course, all stories, insights, examples, and steps. I'm going to show you how to get all of that into a fully fleshed out outline. From there, you're going to create a high converting webinar. I'll show you slide by slide by slide how to do it. And then I'm going to show you how to leverage email marketing and social media to fill up your webinar. If you're like, Amy, who's going to come to my webinar? I'll show you how to do it. And then you're going to craft a compelling sales page to boost your sales and a professionally recorded and published course. So you could do it live or you can pre-record it. I'll show you how to do both. This is what you'll do in Digital Course Academy. Now, there are 7 modules. Pay close attention here because if you're curious, well, what do I get in Digital Course Academy? Here's what you get. First, I'm going to help you make 7 key decisions. You just made 2 on this masterclass. We can breeze through it because I know you want to do this quickly. From there, but I'm also going to teach you how to price your course, what type of course you're going to create, when you're going to market the course. I'm going to teach you the whole thing. From there, in Module 2, you're going to learn how to validate your course idea and how to sell it before you actually create it so you don't waste any time. And then module 3, like I said, fully outlining your course with something I call the Porterfield process for outlining your course. It's a 5-day exercise. We're going to get that course fully fleshed out so you know exactly what you're going to be including. In module 4, I'm going to show you how to create a sales page for a digital course. I'm going to make it as simple as possible because most of you have never created a sales page before, and that's okay. I'll show you how. And then my most popular module is module 5, the Profitable Webinar Framework, where I will walk you slide by slide by slide through how to create a profitable webinar. I'm going to use my webinar as an example and dissect the whole thing. In module 6, I'm going to show you how to craft emails. Emails to get people on your webinar, emails to follow up a webinar, emails to create urgency so people buy your course. Email marketing is so important. I'm going to show you how to do it and give you tons of examples. Module 7, recording your course. Whether you do it live or pre-recorded, I'll show you exactly what you need to do. And then, my friends, we celebrate. The total value of Digital Course Academy is $2,997. Now, here's the complete program. You get 7 training modules with multiple training videos under each module, from course creation to launching online. So we've got videos, audio. I have tons of PDFs, step-by-step guides that you can go back to again and again. Swipe files so you never have to start from scratch, and templates. I also have an entire tech how-to library, exactly how to do the technology to make it as simple as possible. I hold your hand throughout this entire process. Now, it wouldn't be an amazing course without some bonuses, right? So when you enroll in Digital Course Academy, I'm going to be with you for 10 full weeks. You get access to a private members-only Facebook group, and I'm live in that members-only Facebook group every Tuesday, every Thursday for 10 weeks for over an hour each time answering questions. You've got questions, I've got answers. This is a way to create accountability and get you support. In addition to that, I have a bonus, how to use Facebook ads to fill up your webinars. Now listen, you don't have to use ads, but if you want to, I'll show you how to use paid advertising in order to get more people on your webinar. And then one of my most popular bonuses, you get a ticket to my 2-day Entrepreneur Experience virtual event for course creators only. Only my Digital Course Academy students get to come to this. I've got guest speakers. I teach you things beyond Digital Course Academy, and I make sure that you're really getting it done. This is my way of also helping you stay accountable. The total value with all the bonuses is $5,588. And I know what you're thinking right now. All right, Amy, go ahead, tell us what it costs. And I could charge over $5,000 for Digital Course Academy because I'm live with you for 10 weeks. I stay with you even beyond when the modules are all released to get in the trenches with you. And every Tuesday, every Thursday, I'm live for over an hour answering your questions. But I also know you're likely on a budget. Money's likely tight. So I didn't want to charge over $5,000. You can get started for Digital Course Academy for $1997. In fact, to make that even easier, we do have a 6-pay. So you can get started today for just $387 today, and then 5 installments to follow, each 30 days apart. Or if it's easier for you, just do the $1997 and you're done. Go to amyporterfield.com/enroll. amyporterfield.com/enroll, or right underneath this video, the button has now magically changed to go directly to the enrollment page. So click the button below this video. It will take you to the enrollment page. You, my friend, can get signed up today. Now, I want to let you know that there is one extra bonus if you pay in full. So all of my students who pay in full, you're also going to get the DCA launch debrief. This is kind of a big deal, very popular with my students. Every time I launch for weeks, and I do Facebook ads, and I do Facebook Lives, and I do social media and email marketing. I'm going to show you exactly what worked and what didn't work in the launch I'm in right now. You get all my numbers, what I did, how I did it, what didn't work. We fill you all in on the details. So if you pay in full, you also will get the DCA launch debrief a few weeks from now when we wrap everything up. So right about now, you've got some options, my friend. You could try to create a course on your own without a plan. but you'll run the big risk of being in the same place this time next year with a big open loop and no course to make you money. Or you can choose option 2. You can 100% commit to creating and launching your course using a proven roadmap. I have a roadmap. I will show you how to do it. Now, remember I said if you decide to go on this course creation journey with me, I've got an extra special bonus for you at the end. Well, this is it. If you join Digital Course Academy while I'm still here live, you all know I'm here live. While I'm still here live, if you join Digital Course Academy, you will also find this bonus in your members area right now. It's called How to Find and Work with a Virtual Assistant. Get ready to save 10 hours a week and get your course created faster. So this bonus will be waiting for you if you enroll while I'm still here live. I'll be going into a Q&A in just a moment. I want to remind you that I'm not extra special. I don't have access to exclusive experts, technology, or resources. I just have a proven roadmap that I follow every single time I create and launch a new course. I'm giving you that roadmap in Digital Course Academy. If I can do it, so can you. I do want to let you know that I have a money-back guarantee, but hold your horses because we do not want tire kickers. I want you to be serious about this. I want you to give it a shot. So if you do the work and you're still not satisfied, show me your work within 14 days of Module 1 going live, and I'll gladly give you a refund. On March. What month are we in? On March 29th, Module 1 goes live. I do 1 module a week, and I add in a little bit of padding so that if you need me to slow down, I'm there with you in the trenches. But Module 1 goes live on March 29th. You have 14 days from there to figure out if this is a good fit for you or not. So you've got time to decide. Now remember, you get the entire program, the DCA program, valued at $2,997. Bonus 1, 10 weeks of live Q&A sessions with me, Tuesday and Thursday, inside of a private members-only group. Bonus number 2, how to use Facebook ads to fill up your webinars, a $997 value. And bonus 3, a ticket to my 2-day entrepreneur experience virtual event valued at $297. You can get started for just $387 today and then 5 payments to follow, each 30 days apart, or you can do a one-time payment of $1997. So click the Let's Do This button below the video to enroll right away. Now, I do want to take a moment before I go into live Q&A and remind you what we will focus on in terms of overcoming in Digital Course Academy. We're going to overcome your fear of selling online, your fear of no one showing up to your webinar, your fear of no one buying your course, your fear of the tech overwhelm, your fear of putting yourself out there, your fear of showing up on video, and your fear of not knowing what to do and how to do it. I know there's a lot of fear that comes with creating your first digital course and putting yourself out there and launching online. I have felt all of it. I know how you feel. But we have to get beyond this, because what's the alternative? Keep doing what you're doing and not make the kind of money you want to make or the impact you want to make in your business? We've got to shake things up. And Digital Course Academy can shake things up for you if you find the courage to take that leap. But I will be addressing these fears that come up for all of us as we create our first digital course. So just know you're not alone in this process. Now, many of you have let me know that you're looking for a proven path to success. You want to know what works. And if you stick with me, I will give you that proven path. This is it. I will walk you through every single one of these steps to show you how it's done. I never ever teach what I haven't done myself. I go first, I try it out. If it doesn't work, I try something new. And when I figured out success, I teach it to you. And that's exactly what I've done in Digital Course Academy. This is the framework, my friend. This is what we're doing. So if you're looking for a proven path, it's inside Digital Course Academy. Now here's what you do. You click the link below this video or go to amyporterfield.com/enroll, and you'll come to a page that looks like this. From there, you're going to scroll on down and choose whatever works best for you, 6 monthly payment plan or a one-time payment plan. From there, you fill in the details. It takes less than 5 minutes, and then you'll be dropped off on the confetti page. I dare you try not to click that button. Pop some more confetti. It's too fun. You've got to click it. Once you get beyond the confetti, you're going to get an email from me with your login details. You log into the members area, look for your Digital Course Academy in your course library, and when you do, you'll see the welcome video from me. You'll also see a series of videos of how to get started and the Digital Course Academy project plan, where I've laid out every single action item you're going to take to complete your digital course and launch it. So the course starts, the first module is March 29th, but I already have bonuses and course content waiting for you inside the members area. So to get started, you can do a 6 payment of $387 or one time of $1997. We're moving into your Q&A. But real quick, I want to remind you why you're here, because you're incredibly busy and you're still here with me on live. You might feel stuck. Your business is not making enough money, but you're not sure of the next best move. Or maybe you're tired. You're exhausted from too much one-on-one work and you want to be able to choose who you work with and when you work. Amen to that. Or maybe you just want more. You're intrigued by the idea that you can simplify your business by creating a single digital course. No matter why you're here, you might be thinking, Amy, I want to join Digital Course Academy, but holy cow, I'm a little bit nervous. I've got some doubts. Maybe you're thinking, I don't know if I have a good enough idea for a digital course. Inside Digital Course Academy, I teach you the course creation sweet spot. So if you're not sure if your idea is going to work, my friend, don't even worry about that yet. I'll teach you the sweet spot where we take your skills and your audience's struggles and your profit potential and what lights you up. And we take that all together. I ask some important questions so you feel really confident with your course topic. I want to tell you about Audrey. She has a course called Simply Put Together. And she used to style her girlfriends and they would love what she'd put together for them, but she had imposter syndrome. She's like, Amy, I'm a mother of 3. I'm not even sure I could turn a style blog that I started into a profitable digital course. But she launched during COVID, no doubt. And in May 2020, she generated $107,000 and went on to do even bigger things with her digital course. I want you to know that you might not think you have a great enough idea yet, but once you get in Digital Course Academy, you're going to be surrounded by people that are cheering you on and guiding you along the way. You can figure this out. I want to share with you Nell as well, because Nell's in Belgium and she wasn't sure if this was going to work in another country. And for the record, yes, it does. And multiple countries have had success stories. But she created a course called From Clay to Bowl. But listen to this. This is so crazy. So she teaches you how in 8 weeks, you'll learn how to turn a lump of clay into your own bowls and dishes. But she didn't want to teach in her course. She didn't want to be on video. She didn't want her voice in the videos. She thought, Amy, I don't want to teach. I want to do the other stuff you teach in Digital Course Academy, the marketing, the emails, the webinars. I can figure that stuff out. So she went to her class and she asked her clay instructor if she would be the teacher, and then Nell would do the marketing and do all the other things that it took to get it out. And her instructor said yes. $33,000 later with her first digital course, she was a success. You can get scrappy and do it different, and it still can work for you. Now you might be thinking, Amy, I don't have the time right now to create a digital course. Well, my friend, for the first time ever inside Digital Course Academy, I have created a students-only private podcast, meaning on iTunes and a few other platforms for your podcast, you can listen to all of my trainings in your earbuds. Every module is released week by week by week. When a new module is released, we will also upload it into your students-only private podcast where you can listen to the training as well as watch the videos. You can do both. You can do one or the other, whatever works best for you. What I like is for you to watch the videos and then supplement that with putting me in your earbuds so it really sinks in and you can start implementing right away. Now you might be thinking, I don't have a big email list, or I don't have an email list at all. Can I still launch a course? Remember, it's not the size of your list that matters. It's your commitment to nurture your audience consistently. And I've told you story after story of people with smaller email lists that have had success. I'll give you one more. This is Meredith, and Meredith has a course called Well-Rooted 30. And she teaches high-achieving moms how to integrate health and wellness effortlessly into their family's lifestyle. She had 240 people on her email list. She generated $20,000 with her first digital course. If Meredith can do it, my friend, so can you. Why not you? Now, you might be thinking, Amy, I want to join Digital Course Academy, but the thought of selling on a webinar scares me. I'm not sure I can do it. Well, you are in for a treat because I've got you covered. So my key is one of my students, and she said, holy guacamole, I am seriously mind blown from this lesson in DCA where Amy walks you slide by slide through her own webinar slide deck. For reals, this one lesson is worth the entire course investment. I absolutely love to teach webinars, and I will teach you and I will hold your hand along the way so you have nothing to worry about. Now, you might be thinking, I don't think I'm ready yet. I need more experience. You do not need more experience. You just need that 10% edge. Let me tell you about Raya. She has a course called 6-Figure Beauty Business Blueprint, and she teaches struggling and burned out estheticians how to build successful brick and mortar businesses. Now, she got results for herself first, and then she took on just one client because she wanted to work with one client before she dug in to Digital Course Academy. So she got Digital Course Academy, then she said, okay, I'm gonna work with one client as I learn how to create a digital course. She generated $105,000 with her first launch of her course, the 6-Figure Beauty Business Blueprint. If she can do it, so can you. Now, you might be thinking, I'm not sure that my course topic will translate into a digital course. Have you had this thought? Well, my friend, I will teach you how to validate and pre-sell your course so that you can know that it's going to be a success before you create it. And I wanted to tell you about Marilyn. Marilyn is a psychic medium who helps people create the life they want by aligning their soul to their goals. Her course is called the Soul Finder Academy. She didn't think her expertise as a psychic medium would translate into a digital course. Her first course launch, $54,000. Do not underestimate your idea. There are so many different topics and ideas that work with the digital course. All right, finally, and then we're going into Q&A. If you think, I don't know where to start, I feel like I may be overcomplicating things. Well, you start with the DCA project plan. When you enroll in Digital Course Academy, this is literally waiting for you right now. I want you to print it out. I want you to put it on your desk, and you're just gonna go action by action by action. This is exactly the blueprint. This is where you start. This is waiting for you right now. I have a project plan to walk you through the entire thing. All right, my friends, get your questions going. Post them in the comments. I am ready for Q&A. We are here live, so I'm gonna answer the questions you have. If you're on the fence, I wanna know why. So you've got a 6-payment plan of $387 a month, or you can do a one-time payment of $1997. Click the Let's Do This button below. Click that button below right now. Enroll in Digital Course Academy. While I'm still here live, you have an opportunity to get that one extra bonus, which is how to hire a virtual assistant. I'll teach you how to hire a virtual assistant. I'll teach you how to put a job description together for one, what to give a virtual assistant to get 10 hours back a week so that you can create your digital course faster. That's what it's all about. Okay, so enroll in Digital Course Academy while we are going live, but what I wanna do now is I wanna put a timer up, and for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to answer your questions. And as long as you enroll in Digital Course Academy while I'm still here live, that extra VA bonus is waiting for you in your members area. I also wanna ask you, if you're still on the fence, so hear me out. If you're on the fence, you're like, I'm thinking about joining Amy, but I don't know. If you're still on the fence, literally type in the words, I'm on the fence because, and tell me. If you're here right now, take the opportunity to talk to me. I'm on the fence because, and tell me why you're on the fence. I will answer those right now. I will never, ever tell you to join my program if you're not a right fit. That stresses me out. If you get in my program and you're not the right fit, I'm the one who has to deal with it. I don't want to do that, and I don't want to put you through that. So I'll let you know if you're not right for the program. Deal? Okay, so let me go over to my tracker that my team has put together, and I am going to, let's see here, it has to populate. Give it just a second. It always just takes a minute. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's see here. I am going to, if you're on the fence, start typing. Let me know why. Alan, I'm going to answer the first question. Alan says, what do you consider a small but mighty list? 250 people. Now, I know I gave you examples of people that had 100 people on their email list and saw success, but to me, a small but mighty email list is 250 is your first milestone, and then I want you to get it to 500 while you're creating your course. So if you have a list of 500 and you are engaging with them on a weekly basis, I believe you're golden. I've seen too many success stories come out with that small but mighty email list. So that's what I consider small but mighty. I want you at 500, but if you're at 250 now and you join Digital Course Academy, we can start growing that list. Which reminds me, in Digital Course Academy, a bonus I don't talk about, but it's there, is a 3-part video series on how to grow your email list, how to get to your first 500. So in it, I do teach you how to grow your email list if that's something that you're just struggling with, but we don't put a huge focus on there. So ideally, I want you to come into Digital Course Academy with at least starting to grow your email list, but we do have a bonus about that. 3 videos and guides to walk you through how to get started. So if you're willing to grow your email list while you're creating your course, then you're good to go. Okay, so let's see here. Jackie says, how do you know what one thing will be the thing that works? So you don't, and that's why we validate. So in module 2, Jackie, we validate your idea. I take you through a few different strategies to make sure that you're creating something your audience will want. I'll give you a little hint. One of the things I teach you to do is course calls. I want you to do 3 to 5 course calls, and I give you the questions to ask. And you're talking to people that would be potentially buyers for your course. You're asking them about their habits, their desires, their challenges, what they've paid for in the past, what they don't want to pay for. You're asking them questions that will shape your own course. That's a great validation strategy. But I also teach you something called the Founding Members Launch, where you're going to just float your idea out there and see who would actually pay before you do anything. My friend Stu McLaren taught me this strategy, and many of my students have done the founding member strategy, where you give them a discount and you say, if you want to be a founding members, like the first 10 people to get my course, I'll give you a discount, but just let me know you're interested. And they actually pay you. And so you know, okay, this course people will pay for, and now you're off to the races. I'm all about getting you confidence, so when you're creating your course, you're feeling really good that you're in the right direction. So I take validation very seriously. Okay, so let's see here. We've got a few people on the fence. I'm on the fence because I already have a course created. I just need to learn how to launch it. Then I'm your girl. For sure, Digital Course Academy will be very valuable to you. Now, in the first few modules, I teach you how to create a course. Do not skip those. Go through those with a beginner's mind, because I might teach you a few things you just hadn't thought of. Like in the first module, I help you map out your entire launch with dates and timing. That's going to help. But then I get into more of the course creation for a few of those. But in that, I teach you how to put together a stellar offer with the bonuses and the return policies and all the different things that go into a really good offer. And then, of course, I teach you webinars and email marketing and social media strategies. If you already have a course and you want to make more money with your course and you're not using webinars efficiently or not at all, Digital Course Academy is a perfect fit for you. Okay, Jen says, I'm on the fence because I'm already struggling financially and I'm scared to put my family in a bad spot. So Jen, if you buy Digital Course Academy and you can't pay the rent, or you can't pay the mortgage or the car payment or put food on the table, do not buy Digital Course Academy. But if you're going to have to scrimp a little, if you're going to have to maybe take on another client or find a different way to bring in a little extra cash in the meantime and get scrappy, and that's something you're like, I'm nervous, but I can do it, then by all means, I love that energy. I love you pushing yourself in different ways to make it work. So many of my students had to get scrappy to make it work. And by all means, take me up on the payment plan and just start with $387 today. So you know in your heart of hearts, am I going to have to tighten my purse strings, get a little creative, maybe take on a client in the meantime to help me pay for this, or am I not going to put food on the table? Those are two very different situations. You know what to do with that. So I'm glad you brought that up. Carson says, I'm on the fence because I just paid double this for a course that I don't like or I don't feel like is giving me any clear action steps. So Carson, get into my course. You have a 14-day money-back guarantee. If you do the work, meaning you go through module 1, you show us you gave this a shot, and you're not feeling like it's for you, we will gladly give you a refund. I have no doubt in my mind you will love my step-by-step process. I have no doubt in my mind that I can teach you how to create a digital course and launch it through these 10 weeks. I'm very confident in my abilities because I have so many success stories under my belt. So give it a shot. It's so unfortunate when you bought another course and it's not working for you, but let's get this done so you can make money and pay for both of those. But I know you're going to get what you're looking for in my course. I have every bit of confidence. And if not, we have a refund policy. Okay, so I'm on the fence because I'm not sure I have a big enough audience, and I don't know if my one-on-one work with my nutrition clients, reviewing food logs, etc., would translate well into a digital course. I get this question a lot. I'm not sure if my current business, my one-on-one business, will translate well. Here's something you need to think about. Yes, it won't be the exact framework that you use with a client in a digital course. You will need to make some tweaks and some changes. You might make it even better. But if you only stick with one-on-one work, you will never make more money than a certain amount. Like, you'll hit that ceiling, you will never make more. You can't scale with one-on-one work. You just can't. Now, I want to tell you about my student, Lauren Messiah. Lauren's one of my most favorite students. She was a stylist, a fashion stylist, a clothing stylist in in Los Angeles. And she would go to people's houses and she would schlep these big clothing racks because she would shop for them. She'd go into their house, she'd take the clothing off the rack, she'd help them put it on. It was very tactile, very personal. She'd hear what they like, what they don't like, and she'd style them. And then she got to a point that she was so burned out with working with clients. She hated it. And she didn't want to schlep any more clothing racks into people's houses up and down LA streets to get them there. So she said, enough, I need to do something different. So she told her business partner, let's create a digital course teaching women how to style themselves. And he said, wait a second, the way you do this is so personal. That will never work in a digital course. You're like in their space. And she said, watch me. And she created a digital course helping these executive women style themselves. And she's made over $1 million with her digital course. Come on. So she didn't know how that would translate, but she figured it out. Everything is figure-outable, my friend Marie Forleo always says. You can figure this out. Yes, it will feel a little bit different, but it will open so many doors for you. Now, if you're afraid that your audience isn't big enough, yes, we do need to grow our audience. I think you should always be list building, starting today. I think you always should be growing your social media platforms. That is something you can do while you're creating your digital course. Yes, you need an email list to launch your digital course. It's too difficult to launch just to a small social media audience. So let's start growing that email list while you create your digital course. Okay, I'm on the fence because I'm not on Facebook. All right, so the great thing is that all of our Facebook Live trainings, we put them in the private members podcast. You can listen to them in your earbuds, and we also put them in your members area. You don't have to be on Facebook to engage in my course. Now, you won't be on the live training, but you can submit questions in advance and you're good. So if you hate being on Facebook, that's okay. You can get my live trainings elsewhere. Stephanie says, I'm on the fence because I feel like the technical aspects of course creation are difficult. So here's the thing. I'm not a very techie kind of girl. So when I teach the tech, I go click by click. Like, I'm very patient. We have an entire tech library. I suggest the technology you need. I always choose budget-friendly and tools that can do more than one thing to help you create this digital course using technology in the most simplest way. I have a tech library of how-to videos. So that is something that I'm known for. In addition to that, I just want you to know that, believe me, it gets easier once you get into it. You will get the hang of the tech. That's the least thing I want you to worry about. That you can get over, I promise. I want to take a minute. I have some more I'm on the fence, and I've got a bunch of questions still, but let's welcome some of our new students because it's always fun to welcome new students, and I really love to use some confetti, so get ready. So we've got Bridget, Michelle, and Danielle. Welcome to Digital Course Academy. I've got the Woo Squad with me now. Jen, Brenda, Jessica, Raven, Bryce, and Shelly. Welcome to the program. Sarah, Chris, Mandy, and Bryson, Aaron, Mary, and Jess, welcome to the program. I'm so very honored that you've put your trust in us, and we cannot wait to love up on you and give you all the support you need. And welcome to Digital Course Academy. I can't wait to meet you. What I want you to do next is get into the private Facebook group. I'll be in there soon to welcome you and get very excited because I want you to tell me why you joined, what kind of course you want to create. Let's get the conversation started. I'll see you in the private Facebook group. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to keep on going. I'm on the fence because I have a small list. Will Facebook ads help? Yeah, if you're willing to spend some money with Facebook ads, you don't have to see success. Most of the success stories that I told you today, they did not use paid advertising to get those results. But if you are willing to use Facebook ads, I love Facebook ads or Instagram ads or LinkedIn. I love paid advertising to get more people on your email list. It's a great way to fast track. Okay, so let's see here. Corey says, do you have to live launch over and over rather than leaving your course up for enrollment at any time? I know that we need to create scarcity, but I want to be able to send people to my website at any time to get started. So this is a great question. I do suggest that you do 2 live launches. You don't have to. So many of my students break my rules and still see success. But as a guideline, I want you to experience a live launch like this. I get to hear from you guys personally. I get to hear what's working, what doesn't work. I get to pivot when needed. You become a better marketer and you leave a lot of money on the table if you don't live launch, but you become a better marketer when you do. You're more nimble, you're quick on your toes, you're able to move forward fast. So I want you to experience a live launch, but then in Digital Course Academy, I haven't told you this yet, when you finish the 12-week program, I unlock a bonus. And it's how to turn your digital course that I just taught you to create on evergreen so that you can sell it every day. I love automation. I love evergreen. So I want to give you that gift to do it, and I'll teach you how, but I want you to at least try one live launch. Deal? Okay. Do you ever worry that someone might take your content? Never. And they have. People have taken my content and called it their own. I don't worry about it because if I need to take measures and send a cease or desist or have a lawyer help me kind of like communicate, hey, not cool, take it down, fine. But if you think about it and worry about it too much, you won't ever take action. And we live in a crazy world with online advertising and online marketing that sometimes it will happen. You can take care of it quickly and move on. It's the least of my worries, and I am high profile in my world of online marketing, and I do not worry about it at all. I do not want you to worry about it at all either. And your content will be put behind a password protected site, so that does keep it safe. Doesn't keep it foolproof, but it does keep it safe. Okay, let's see here. Let's do a few more. I'm on the fence. If you're still here with me now, there are hundreds and hundreds of you still here. If you're on the fence, get those fingers typing. Come on. I want to hear, I'm on the fence because. Let me know why you're on the fence. Let me know what is holding you back. I want to help you move forward. Okay, so let's see here. I'm on the fence because I don't know if this course is a good option if you've already created a course and you want to grow it. Oh, good. I already addressed that. It is a great option. I will walk you through so many strategies that are working right now in order to create or in order to launch your digital course. You are in great hands with that. I'm on the fence because I'm about to walk away from a 6-figure salary to do this. So remember I told you about Azelle, and she is our toy coach? She did the same thing. She had a 6-figure salary. I did the same thing. I had a 6-figure salary. But what I didn't have is freedom to work when I wanted and how I wanted to work. What I didn't have is this opportunity to call my own shots. I was on somebody else's dime and somebody else's time. And so if you really think about it, yes, you're walking away from something that's safe, a really lucrative job, but what is it that you really, really want, even beyond the money? To me, I wanted freedom. And I'm going to guess that's probably what you want as well. So I have many stories of people walking away from great jobs in order to create the freedom that they want. Something to think about. Get really clear on your why. And you can create your first course while you're still in your job. Many of my students have 9-to-5 jobs, and on the weekends and nights and mornings, they're creating and launching their course. I've seen it over and over again. I did a call with a woman not too long ago, and she works at a hospital, and on her lunch break, because she created her first digital course, she was in her car doing a coaching session with me because she had to run back into the hospital afterwards. You just make it work. The question is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And I know most of you want the freedom bad. You want a different type of business bad enough to sacrifice maybe some hours of sleep or maybe some weekends in order to make it work. That's the kind of hustle that I think makes such a difference. Okay, Jeanette says, I'm on the fence because I don't see how you can continue to market your course to the same email list and continue to increase your profit. I would think you would need to also focus on doubling and tripling your list. Well, Jeanette, you don't need to focus on doubling and tripling, but yeah, you got to grow your email list. Every single day, I grow my email list. Every single day. And I don't do it by thousands every single day, not even hundreds sometimes, but I'm always growing my list. Jeanette, I say the most important time in your business. Pay attention, guys. Anyone who's multitasking, come back to me. Even if you don't buy Digital Course Academy, I want you to hear this part. The most important time in your business is not when you're launching your digital course. The most important time in your business is when you're not launching and you're offering immense value. You're giving, and you're putting out free checklists and cheat sheets or free videos that people opt in. They give you their name and email in exchange for that, but you're not selling anything, because growing your email list creates confidence in your business. It creates security. When you have an email list, you can make money with your digital course. I have no doubt about it. When you have an email list, you can make money with your digital course. So another thing, Jeanette, that's so cool that you're going to love is when you live launch, like I'm doing here and what I'm going to teach you all to do, no doubt about it. When you live launch, you grow your email list by hundreds, if not thousands, every single time you live launch, because you're doing a webinar. People are opting in. You're doing a course-focused freebie. People are opting in. So when you're not launching and when you're launching, every day you're growing your list. I always tell people, growing your email list should be how you do business. It's not a flash in the pan, a thing you do and then you go on to the next thing. No, in my world, if you join me and I become your guide, I am always going to encourage you. You are always building the foundation of your business. But the great thing is, once you get it going, you can do other things while your list is growing in the back end. You don't have to focus on it every day. I don't focus on list building every day. It just happens because I set up the infrastructure. Great question. Okay, Jen says, I'm on the fence because I'm not sure if my idea is really fit for a digital course. How to make sewing patterns. Is it too broad? Oh, no, it's not too broad. I'm going to give you 2 examples. Guys, can you give me the example of, there's one other woman who does sewing and patterns and quilts. Can you give me that example? I want to get her numbers right, but I'm going to share Anne's first. So Anne LaFollette, she is one of my favorite students. She's in her 60s. She got laid off from her big, cushy corporate job at Gap and Old Navy. She was at the high level. She got laid off in her 50s. She decided, you know what? I've got this hobby, this passion of creating surface pattern designs. And she started this hobby and it became like something she loved to do. So she decided to teach other people how to do surface pattern designs. It had nothing to do with her corporate job that she got laid off from. Now she's in her 60s. She's 62 to be exact. And she just made $112,000 in just a few weeks during COVID, twice. She made over $100,000 in COVID launches twice with her digital course. She learned the technology. She figured it out. If you come into my world, you will definitely meet Sweet Anne. She's so my favorite. I know I'm not supposed to have favorites, but she does amazing things with her digital course. So she does surface pattern design, very similar to other niches that you're thinking about. Also, I wanted to tell you about, hold on, they're including it here right now. One of my other students, she does quilting, and she's actually young, but the majority of her students are women like in their 50s and 60s. So it's so funny that she's much younger than them, but they love her. Even in her Facebook group, she does these bingo sessions. Everyone plays bingo while they're quilting, and they like absolutely love it. Her name is Holly Ann Knight. And she said, I went from making the equivalent of $2 an hour selling crafts on Etsy to making $28,000 in 4 days selling my digital quilting course. Digital quilting course, $28,000. She was making $2 an hour selling crafts on Etsy. I'm telling you, my friends, these women and men that have done this, they didn't think when they signed up for Digital Course Academy, I'm going to make 6 figures. I'm going to crush this. I've got this. They did not come in thinking they were going to be my superstar students. They were worried like you. They were scared. They had imposter syndrome. They thought, me? Little old me? Could I do this? But there's something in them, and I know there's something in you that you think, yeah, but I want something different. I want something different. I don't want to continue to do life or business the way I'm doing it. I get passionate about this because I know building an online business can change your life. I know it can. My life is dramatically different than it was in my corporate. And I had a cushy job with Tony Robbins. That was cool. But I wanted to do my own thing on my own time, make my own money the way I want to make it. And I wanted to create. I wanted freedom to be creative and create my own things and think of new ideas for my own stuff. I wanted that. And I wanted to impact lives. But when I first started, impacting lives wasn't like my first big idea. I know that sounds horrible of me because it's my passion today. But when I first started, I was just desperate to get out of what I didn't like anymore. So I was more focused on me than helping other people. I wanted me. I wanted more freedom, more time, more money, more creativity. But now that I've had success, all I think about is you guys. I think about that girl in a cubicle who she's working 9 to 5 and knows she's made for more. Knows there's got to be a better way out there. Has no idea how to get it. I think of her every single day. I think of Danira, who she literally is going to retire her mom because she makes enough money in her digital courses so her mom doesn't have to clean houses anymore. What? That's the kind of stuff. I think about that story I told you earlier where one of my students, she got to take 5 months off with her newborn baby. Or I have a student, and her name is Casey Snell, and her husband got laid off during COVID. And she teaches women how to do cut files. I'm not crafty at all, so I know nothing about cut files, but she teaches women how to create cut files and then how to actually sell these cut files themselves so they can make extra money. Casey, when her husband lost her job, her digital courses paid for the family, supported them. And she got out of 5-year debt in her digital courses this year. She's been able to get out of debt after 5 years. That's the stuff I think about when I teach you how to create digital courses. That's the stuff it does for you. If you're not enrolled in Digital Course Academy, now's the time. The clock is a-ticking. Time is running out. Now's the time. I want you to click the button below the video. I want you to enroll in Digital Course Academy and do it scared. Feel all the feelings you want to feel. Feel all the scared you want to feel. Do it anyway. Because my success stories that I shared here and hundreds of others, they were scared too, and they took the leap. They were scared and excited at the same time because they knew there was something better for them waiting, as long as they did the work. I'm not telling you this is easy. I'm not telling you this happens overnight. I'm telling you it's possible for you. You have a digital course in you. Click the link below this video. Let's get into Digital Course Academy. Let's make this happen. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, they want me to welcome some more students. Let's do this. We've got Olga, Meg, and Jackie. Welcome to the program. Whoa. We've got Frederick, Shelley, Robin, and Jordan. Welcome to the program. We've got Christine, Kelsey, and Finka. Welcome to the program. This is so fantastic. Okay, so I want to remind all of you, you might not know this. There's actually something called a first day bonus. So this is the first day that we're coming out with Digital Course Academy. You only have 3 days after this to enroll. It's a very, very short window. So this is the first day. And I want to tell you that if you enroll today before time runs out, let me know, guys, at exactly what time do they have before tonight when it runs out. What is it? 9 p.m. what? Central. 9 p.m. Central, so 10 p.m. Eastern. You have till 10 p.m. Eastern to enroll in Digital Course Academy for day one. So not only do you get all the bonuses I just talked about today, but we have a bonus called the List Building Breakthrough. Build your list in 30 minutes per day while creating your course. Build your list in 30 minutes per day while creating your course. It's a resource I created, but you only get it if you enroll in Digital Course Academy on day one. That's today, before 10 p.m. Eastern. So just a heads up that if you're thinking about enrolling, now's the time because you get all these bonuses I talked about, but you get the day one bonus. And we love to celebrate those people that jump in on day one, but that's going away. So a lot of stuff goes away if you don't get in. So let's do this now. Okay. So Steven says, I'm on the fence because I work with executives in big organizations and they don't go to webinars. So Stephen, here's something that's interesting. Some of my Digital Course Academy students have found different ways to promote their courses, and they talk about it in the private Facebook group so you can get different ideas. So if they don't go to webinars, there's different things you can do. You can put together a sales video. You can do Facebook Lives instead of webinars. You figure out what do they pay attention to and find a way to get that to be your selling vehicle. There's different things you can do, but you always want a selling vehicle. What you don't want to do is just send people right to the sales page. That never works. You're leaving so much opportunity on the table. So you just need to find a sales vehicle. And sometimes for some people, they don't want to do webinars. There's other things you can do. And many people in Digital Course Academy can share those ideas. When you join, I have ambassadors in the program. That means they're Digital Course Academy students who have had success, and now they come into the program for you, and they answer your questions and share their insights and ideas. So you can always ask them, what are some other ways you've launched your courses? Okay, I'm on the fence because I'm paralyzed by choosing the wrong topic. I feel like my course will define me, or at least my professional path. Is it okay if the course is based on a current hobby instead? Yes, you do not need to choose a course topic just because you're getting paid to do it right now. You do not need to do that. And so you can choose any kind of topic as long as you've gotten results for yourself and for others. We can then explore that idea in Module 1 and in Module 2 as we validate it. Don't feel paralyzed by your course topic. You might get into Digital Course Academy and someone might give you an idea for something better. You have lifetime access. You don't need to rush through Digital Course Academy. Take your sweet, sweet time. But if you get into the course, I wanted to tell you, we encourage accountability pods, meaning we set up a system to help you find different people to help you stay accountable. So if you ever feel lonely as an entrepreneur, if you ever feel like you're doing this alone and you have no one to talk to, your family doesn't get you, that happens often, we have accountability partners inside a Digital Course Academy that will help you every step of the way. And so you don't have to go at it alone. Get into a pod and share your idea, and they might even come up with a better idea that you love. Don't be scared if you're not sure if your idea is going to work. Okay, let's see here. I'm on the fence because I just want to learn how to put my course together. I prefer to hire others to launch it and keep it online. I do not want to deal with the tech stuff and the list building. Will DCA help me create the course? Will it ever? I feel like I have the best system out there in terms of how to create the course. But what I'd love for you to do is, at least, if you don't even want to watch the videos because you don't want to do it yourself, put me in your earbuds. Take advantage of the student-only private podcast, which will be on iTunes and a few other platforms for podcasting. At least learn the stuff so that when you give it to somebody else, you're knowledgeable about what they're doing and why they're doing it. I think it makes you spend your money more wisely when you educate yourself. But for sure, I will teach you everything you need to know to create your course. No doubt in my mind. Okay, Sheila says, I'm on the fence because I'm not sure how to put what I've learned into a course. Well, Sheila, that's Module 3 then. I have something called the Porterfield process for outlining your digital course. It's going to take you 5 days. Each day you're going to work on it just a little bit, but you're going to outline your digital course in 5 steps. You're going to take what you know, that process you're talking about, and I'll help you get it out into a Google Doc and fully flesh it out. So I ask you questions, I give you prompts to help you really think about what this would look like if I were to teach it in a framework. And you might find some really great value. The cool thing about Digital Course Academy is I'm in a course teaching you how to create a course, meaning you can model so much of what I do as well, which I think will give you some inspiration. Okay, Brianna says, I'm on the fence because I'm just getting started and I'm unsure of my audience and topic. So if you don't have a topic for a course, if you don't have an audience yet, if you don't have a website, if you're literally starting from zero, then you're not a good fit for Digital Course Academy yet. What I want you to do is I want you to start thinking, who do you want to market to? Who do you want to serve? How are you going to grow your email list? You can start making some decisions, get a simple website up so that when I open the doors again, you'll be ready. But if you already have a foundation, then please do not use the excuse you're not ready. You'll never feel totally ready to do anything big, ever. We know that from life in general, right? So I don't want you to let fear stop you from going after what you want. Okay, so I'm on the fence because I don't like being in front of the camera. Is there a way to create a course from the background? So you don't have to. Remember what I said where you could do slides and audio just like this? So you hear my voice and you see my slides, but you're not seeing me on camera. For your first course, you do not need to be on camera. I do not think it's a must. And what's really cool is if you've heard of something called Clubhouse, there's this rise of audio. Audio is becoming even more popular. So for people to hear your voice, even if you were to put some of your lessons in audio and not be on camera, a year ago, I would have said you probably can't get away with that. Now I'm changing my tune as we see the trends changing. The thing is, I'm always going to stay on trend with you. I'm always going to tell you what's working and what doesn't. You do not need to be on video for your first course. Okay, Liz says, I'm on the fence because I've tried so many online courses and they have not worked. My email is large, but it's not converting. Okay, so Liz, the thing is, if you go to amyporterfield.com/stories, you will see success story after success story after success story of ways Digital Course Academy worked. So the only thing I can tell you is my course works. I know it does. It's not only just work for me, but it's work for hundreds of my students. And we tell you their stories and you can filter their stories, amyporterfield.com/stories. Go check it out. But don't wait. You want to, if you're thinking about Digital Course Academy, if it's something you want, tonight's the night. You want to get in tonight. You do not want to waste time so you can get all the extra bonuses. So important for you to remember. But you can read extra stories. Just don't read and read and read about other people without thinking, hey, I could do this too. Let's take some action. That's what I want. I want you to take action. Okay. So Dawn says, I'm on the fence because I want to be sure to test my idea before I launch. You will. So Dawn, I'm going to teach you something called the Founding Members Launch, or I like to call it the Founding Members Strategy because the word launch kind of throws it off. But what you're going to learn in Digital Course Academy in Module 2 is you're going to learn to float that idea out there before you ever officially launch it. We're going to make sure that people will actually pay you. You're going to test it. It's your way of testing it before you launch it. So yes, Don, I have exactly what you need. Module 2, Founding Members Launch. You're going to test the idea before you actually promote it in your business. I think you're going to love it. Ali says, I'm on the fence because the niche I'm passionate about teaching to won't have enough money to pay for the course. Okay, so I want to just bring up something. Sometimes we think that people that we want to market to don't have enough money or won't pay for it. Sometimes that's true, and many times it's not. So remember I told you about Christina who had that $1 million year and sent me that email? Well, she teaches math resources to teachers. If anybody is not paid well to have enough money to invest in that, it's teachers themselves. They have to pay for their own resources. The last launch she did, she made $300,000 selling math resources to teachers. Please don't ever think that your audience doesn't have enough money without doing the research, because we all know, usually if we want it bad enough, we're going to find a way to get it, right? Whether we have to save the money, we have to get creative to get the money. Many times we can figure that out. It's really the messaging that you've got to nail down. Who is this audience? What do they want? What do they need? And that's why those course calls and those validation strategies I teach help immensely to get your marketing message right. That's something that's so very valuable. So I think research will help you and give you more confidence in that area. And that's module 2 of Digital Course Academy. Okay, I'm on the fence because I would like to teach people how to be a successful landlord. I do it myself, but I don't have an email list or business geared toward how to, just the knowledge in my head. So remember, you've got that 10% edge. You've been a successful landlord, I'm assuming, so you want to teach other people how to do it. Fantastic. You are your own success story. So that part is fantastic. We do need to grow an audience. We do need to grow an email list. So I think that's the most important part. Whether you start creating some social media around this, a YouTube channel around this, you start a podcast, we need to grow that audience and grow that email list, because I can't produce magic here. You can't launch anything without an audience, right? Whether it's a digital course, a membership, a physical product, we got to grow our audience. So that's something that I want you to think about. You got to put yourself out there and start growing that audience. But I love the idea for a digital course. All right, so let's see here. I love it. Allie says that her husband wanted her to sign up tonight so that she can have her name read on my webinar. Allie, welcome to Digital Course Academy. I'm so excited to have you here. And you get some confetti. Thank you for putting your trust in me, and to your husband as well. I'm so excited for you to get started. We also have Anne, Marina, Meg, Greg, Diana. Welcome to the program. Jacqueline, Christina, Brianna, Jen, January, May, Tatiana, Tyler, and Barbara. Welcome to the program. We're so excited to have you in the program. I cannot wait to get started. I cannot wait to see what you create. Get into the private Facebook group tonight. Introduce yourself. Tell us your idea for a digital course. And remember, that idea might change once you start hearing other ideas and get that inspiration. One of the most important things as an entrepreneur, we have to surround ourselves with people that are doing big things. Creating a course is doing big things. If your entrepreneurial circle isn't leveling you up, if it's not pushing you to do big things, if it's not pushing you to get your act together, to start making money, to make an impact, then get into Digital Course Academy. Because not only will we love you up and support you, I'm going to give you tough love. If you ask me questions and I see that you're stuck, I'm going to push you lovingly to move forward, change your mindset, do something different. So this program is very strategy, very step by step. Everything you need to know, no stone left unturned. I will teach it to you, but I will also help you with the mindset. Because I know it's something I've struggled with from day one. You get in your head, you start thinking you're not good enough, you're not good enough to do this, everybody is doing it better than you, you can't do this, and then all of a sudden you're paralyzed. And we do not want that from you. Imposter syndrome is alive and well with all of us. But my secret is that I've learned to move past it quickly. It still happens. I hear it, I feel it. Nope, we're not going there. Let's move forward. I put blinders on and I run my own race. Which reminds me, do you want to be known for something in your market? Do you want to be known as the go-to person, the person that people go to say, yep, that's the person to learn XYZ? It changes everything. I mentioned this earlier, but I am known for creating digital courses. That's why people know what to pay me for, what to hire me for, what to put me on stages for, what to interview me for. They know I'm your girl. And I want that for you. It makes business and brand building so much easier. Putting out a digital course helps you get known for something. Now, it takes 10 weeks to get through my course. It's likely going to take you 90 days or more to actually get the materials together, go through the course and get the materials together so you can launch it. Sometimes it takes people even longer. If you have a 9-to-5 job and you're working on the weekends and nights, it's going to take you longer than 90 days. But the thing is, I'm teaching you how to create an asset in your business that can make you money over and over again. You saw the examples. Karita was making money in 2018, 2019, 2020 with the same course. If you're looking for a get-rich-quick kind of scheme, I am not your girl. If you're looking for something that you can do overnight and you're done, you're going to always be looking for something you can do overnight and you're done. You're always going to be on the hamster wheel. If you don't join Digital Course Academy because you don't think you have 90 days or 4 to 5 months to actually get it done, I can guarantee you're always going to be looking for something fast. I'm not here for 12 years because I've done things that are just fast and quick and easy. why not get the education you need right now so that you have something you can sell over and over again and you are known for something in your market? You have to put in the time and effort. And while you're creating your course, build your email list. While you're putting together your slide decks, while you're recording your course, while you're putting together your webinar, build your email list. You can do both at the same time, a little of this and a little of that. You have lifetime access into Digital Course Academy, so you don't even need to rush. All my Facebook Lives are recorded, put into a podcast, put into your members area. I'm with you whenever you need me. But if you think you want this faster, you will always try to look for strategies that are fast and they tend not to stick. And that's something that I want you to be very, very careful about. All right, my friends, let's keep going. There are so many of you on live that I'm just going to keep answering questions. Ray says, I'm on the fence because I do not have an email list. I'll be starting from scratch. So Ray, a lot of people they wait till they have 250 people to join Digital Course Academy. Many people say screw it and they join anyway. So I'm torn on that one. So I want you to have 500 people on your email list before you launch. But like I said, I have a 3-part video series inside Digital Course Academy to help you grow your email list. If you're willing to grow your email list while you're creating your course, you're golden. You saw the examples I gave you that people had just a few hundred people on their email list, but I can promise you launching is a whole lot easier when you have more, when you have 1,000 or 2,000. But every time you launch, your email list gets bigger. But yes, you have to have an email list. So you just have to ask yourself, am I willing to grow my email list while I create my course? If yes, then come on into Digital Course Academy. Okay. So Bryson says, how do I stop believing that my niche is too specific? I have a course for elementary music teachers and definitely have a limiting belief that there aren't enough potential students. So the thing is, Bryson, you might start with, I've got to get comfortable. You might start with elementary school music teachers and you create your first digital course. And then what happens is you'll find other audiences that will need what you're doing. You won't even know this till you get started. I'm saying this because I have a student, Anna DiGilio, and she is wildly successful with her digital courses, and she sells curriculum to teachers and does very, very well. And her first course, she taught math to second grade teachers. Just second grade teachers, nobody else. Second grade teachers, she had a math method that she taught them. And then after she got really good at that, she started to expand. She went into other grades. Then she started to do beyond math. She did some writing classes. But the students, her students, told her what they wanted. And so it's not like you can't ever expand or change or do something different. But you've got to know there are enough elementary music school teachers just in the US alone that if you became known for that, they would gravitate toward you. Now, you might want to expand in the future, but let's give this a shot. Get into Module 2. When Module 2 is released, let's validate this idea. But if it's not the right idea, guess what happens? You go back to the drawing board and you get your accountability partners to help you come up with a new idea. All of you that join Digital Course Academy, get into an accountability pod so you're not alone and you can get ideas from other people as well. That's one thing that my community offers you. You're not alone. That's a big deal. Think about that and think about how different things would be if you had people to bounce ideas off of that had the same kind of education, Digital Course Academy, like you do. Okay. Jeanette says, what did your examples do to grow their email list? In order to launch 4 times, I would think they needed to keep expanding the audience that they are selling to, especially if their list is small. So every time they launched, they did webinars. Webinars grow your list. So you all gave me your name and email to come to this live training. Now you're on my email list. If you don't want to stay there, you can jump off at any time. But if I offer great value, you'll want to stay in my world. And so when they launch 4 times, every time they're growing their list by hundreds. So if those people don't buy that time, they're more likely to be buying the next time because they're warmed up and they're engaged. And people do challenges, they do quizzes, they do checklists, they do cheat sheets. So there's so many different ways, and we can talk about that in the Q&A on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the private Facebook group of different ways to grow your email list. But yes, launching grows your email list, and in between launches, you can still offer value to do so. Kaysen says, does Digital Course Academy teach us how to start from scratch without any experience using Kajabi or any other technology? 100%. So you all will learn that I'm a fan of Kajabi. Kajabi is a platform that you can upload your videos and your audio and your PDFs so that people can have a password to get into your course. Everyone has a unique password. I use Kajabi because it's simple. I was tired of paying programmers and coders to fix my digital course. It got too expensive. I wanted to fix my digital course. I wanted anyone on my team to be able to add a video, take a video down, add a PDF, put audio. I wanted us to do it ourselves. Kajabi is very user-friendly, very plug and play. Now, Kajabi also allows you to create sales pages in their platform. So I teach you, if you're a Kajabi member, and this is something I teach you in the program, you can do a sales page just like mine. There's a template just like mine. Or webinar registration pages, or thank you pages, or opt-in pages. Kajabi's more than just your platform for your course. And so I like to teach you how to use tools. I'll teach you how to use Kajabi. There's literally how-to videos in Digital Course Academy. But if you don't want to use Kajabi, there's other tools you can use as well. You're not stuck with it. I'm just choosing a tool that will help you, that you don't have to buy a bunch of tools to make it work. Okay, Anna says, can you create an online course if you don't have client success stories yet to put on the sales page? 100%. Many of my students do not have a bunch of success stories yet. A lot of them are their own success story. So until you have those, you can have people give you testimonials on your teaching style or the way you've shown up for them and working with them in different capacities until you've got success stories from your students. So you got to start somewhere. So definitely not a problem. We get that question a lot. Okay, does Digital Course Academy teach how to build an email list to promote the course to? So we've talked about this, but there is a free 3-part video series bonus in Digital Course Academy to help you grow your email list. In each of the 3 videos, I also offer step-by-step PDF guides. So yes, we do talk about growing your email list. I think it takes more work in Digital Course Academy. It's going to slow you down a bit if you also need to grow your email list. But what are we in such a hurry for? You've got to grow your email list at some point, so why not just do it now? So I want you to have 500 people on your email list before you launch. So while you're growing your email list, you can be creating your digital course. But yes, I do have a 3-part video series, and I think it is incredibly important that you grow your email list starting today. And this will be the last time you ever say, I don't have an email list, so that you can do big things in your business. So if Digital Course Academy does nothing but kicks your butt to say, let's get that email list going so we can promote a digital course, I'm happy with that as well. Okay, so let's see here. Hunter says, what if you've already built and launched a course and are looking for more focused work on the next iteration? So that's another thing, Hunter. I'm all about redoing your digital course to make it better, maybe adding different videos, editing or tweaking the way you teach it. So if you learn my style of how to create a digital course, even though you already have one, I'm certain that I'm going to give you ideas to make the course you have already better. Like here's an example. One thing I teach in Digital Course Academy is called an onboarding email sequence. It's a way to welcome new students and walk them through your program so that they don't refund, so that they absolutely love your program and get results. It's called a new student onboarding email sequence, and I teach you what to write and when to send it and what it looks like, and I give you examples. So that's a way to make your course better. I care that you get your students results, so I'm going to give you strategies to do so. So yes, Hunter, you're going to be in good hands there. Hannah says, do you recommend doing a beta launch first? So I don't necessarily. A beta launch is when, let's say you give your course away for free or 50% discount, and everybody who goes through your course is usually a small group, like 10 people. They have to give you feedback after every module so that you know how to make it better before you launch it to a big group. I'm not against it. You can learn how to do Digital Course Academy and do a beta for sure. But also, if you do some other validation strategies, that works well. And if you're going to create your course after you sell it, you can create it week by week and for paying customers. And when somebody tells you after module 1 where they're struggling, before you create module 2, you can take that feedback and make module 2 better. So you can create your course as you go and get feedback without having to beta. I teach you all this in Digital Course Academy, but the goal is you sell it and then you create it. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to welcome some new students to the program. Here we go. We've got Tom, Danielle, Angela, and John. Welcome to the program. Jocelyn, Jeffrey, Austin, Heather, Sarah, and Zachary, welcome to the program. And Valerie, welcome to the program. So like I said, thank you so much for putting your trust in me. I don't take that lightly. I know $2,000 is a big investment. No matter if you took the 6 pay or you paid all at once, I know what that means to you. And I take that so seriously. I want you to make enough money to pay for Digital Course Academy and way beyond that. So let's do this together. Get inside the Facebook group, introduce yourself. I cannot wait to start working with you. It's going to be fantastic, my friend. Okay, so the timer's run out. If you join Digital Course Academy while I'm still here live, and I'm gonna go through a few more Q&As here, while I'm still here live, you will get the special bonus, how to work with a VA. I'll teach you how to hire a VA, how to write a job description to get a VA, what to give a VA, so that they can help you create your digital course. So if you enroll in Digital Course Academy while I'm still here live, you get that bonus. It will automatically be in your members area. But for all of you right now, there's a first day bonus. And so if you already enrolled, you already got it. It's already in your members area. But this one is for all of you who don't have an email list. If you need to grow your email list, enroll in Digital Course Academy today to get your first day bonus. But you have 1 hour to do so. So 10 p.m. Eastern, this bonus I'm going to tell you about totally goes away. The first day bonus goes away. So it's called the List Building Breakthrough. Build your list in 30 minutes a day while creating your course. We will show you what to do on a daily basis to grow your email list while you're creating your course. Every one of you who's going to join Digital Course Academy, I know you need to grow your email list. I know at least you need to focus on it and get it bigger. And so with that, why not take advantage of the first day bonus, because this goes away after today, how to grow your email list, just 30 minutes a day. You can carve out 30 minutes a day. But the resource I created is unique. It's while you're creating your digital course, meaning you don't have a lot of time. So this bonus, the List Building Breakthrough, is yours if you enroll in Digital Course Academy today. Okay, well, in the next hour. So here we go. How long did it take to launch your course if we work 30 hours a week or work 20 hours a week on it? So how long would it take to launch a course if we work 20 hours a week on it? If you work 20 hours a week on your course, I feel like you could launch it in, I would say 60 days. Most people do not work 20 hours a week on their course. Most people have nowhere near that time. If my friend, you do, I feel like you could get this up and running in 60 days. I feel very confident. That is very rare though, so I just want to put that out there. Okay, so let's see here. If you're on the fence, like if you are still here, start typing right now. I'm on the fence because there are hundreds and hundreds of you still here. So if you haven't joined Digital Course Academy, you have a question for me. You're feeling a little uncertain about something. I want to remind you, most students don't join a $2,000 program with total confidence that everything's gonna go off like rainbows and sunshine. Feeling nervous is okay, but trusting that I can help you along the way is important. So if you've got a question for me, start typing. I'm on the fence because let's do it. I'm here now, I'm live. I'm not going anywhere right now. Let's do this. Why are you still on the fence? Let me know. Okay, so let's see here. If we don't want to pre-sell before we have anything created, would Digital Course Academy still be beneficial? By all means, yes. If you want to create your entire course and then you want to do your webinars and sell, you can do it. That's how I used to teach it, actually. It creates a little less stress, but you're not gonna make money as quickly. So what you'll do is you'll go through the 10 weeks of the program, get all the information, and kind of reverse it just a little bit and say, okay, Amy just taught us how to create our course, how to put it together. I'm gonna take all that and do that now. And then I'm gonna put together my webinar and my emails. So my sequence will be off a little, but every strategy you need to know is included. So you can move it around and you'll know how to do that. But yes, if you don't wanna pre-sell, you don't have to. Okay, would you suggest doing more one-on-one work first and then building your digital course? I don't think that's necessary, although it always could add value. So remember I told you about Rhea, who she got success in her brick and mortar. And then she's like, you know what? While I'm going through Digital Course Academy, I'm going to take just one client. I'm going to work with them just to get them results as well. So she did that as well. And then she put together her digital course. So if it would make you feel better to work with one or two clients just for a short period of time, by all means do so. Heck, you could actually put together a quick little offer to say, okay, I'm going to work with two clients for, let's say, 90 days. And maybe you charge $1,000 a client. Say, I'm going to work with you for 90 days. I'm going to give you this, this, and that. You get these Zoom calls with me. We're going to put together this strategy, whatever it is. And the results, tell them what the results you're going to get them. And then get into Digital Course Academy. Let these two clients pay for your tuition in Digital Course Academy. You're getting experience working with them as you're going through the course. It's so cool. What you learn, you can apply to working with them. So you can make some money and you can use them as your launching ground. So you can get scrappy here. You can get creative. Many of my digital course creators have not worked one-on-one with clients before, and they have still seen success. Okay, so let's see here. How much time on a weekly basis does the course take? I always say 2 to 5 hours. 2 to 5 hours a week is what I'd love to see you book into your calendar. And when you get into Digital Course Academy, it's one of the first things I have you do. Open up your calendar. Let's book some time to get this done. So 2 to 5 hours a week is what I suggest. Getting through one module will take you about an hour. I want some more time so that you can actually do the work. Okay, Jill says, got that one. What if I have no idea what a course topic will be? So if you have no idea, you're likely not right for Digital Course Academy. If you have an idea that you're not sure if it's a good one, but you've got some expertise, you've got some results, and you want to pan that out, then we can talk about it in Digital Course Academy. Some people come to the table with like 10 ideas and not sure which way to go. We talk about that as well. But if you have absolutely no idea for a digital course, then you're probably not ready because you're just not sure where your expertise lies. So I would wait until you get more clarity. Okay, for those of you still on the fence, let's get to some of those. I'm on the fence because I took a similar course and I'm not sure if it will be repetitive information. Okay, so really quick, what I want to do, give me a quick second. I'm going to go back and I'm just going to show you exactly what you're going to learn in Digital Course Academy. And I'm going to do so through this framework. So we're going to make 7 key decisions. These decisions are how to price your course, when you're going to launch, the topic of your course. We're going to get into very specifics, how you're going to record your course. I'm going to teach you, and then you're going to make a decision. From there, I'm going to give you many different validation course ideas. So we need to make sure this idea people will pay for, and there's multiple ways to do that. From there, I'm going to show you how to do a founding members pre-sale strategy, where you actually float your idea out there, but get paid when people say, yeah, I would take that course. You give them a deep discount. They're a founding member. You're just floating that idea out there like I talked about earlier. And then you're going to create your course outline. It's called the Porterfield process for outlining your digital course. Everything you need to know for a fully fleshed out outline. The post-it parties, like the first little step you take. From there, we're going to put together an offer. What's unique about Digital Course Academy is an offer is so important that I really get into the details. What does your core program offer? How to choose bonuses. There's an art and a science behind choosing really great bonuses people will want. How to price your course, what your payment plan will look like, what your refund policy looks like. What do you promise in the course? Is it lifetime access? All of that I teach you. I have a guidebook that you're going to walk through. From there, I'm going to teach you how to create a sales page. I literally used my copywriter to put together a blueprint for you so you know what to include in each area of the sales page. And then from there, I'm going to teach you slide by slide by slide how to create a high converting webinar and a high converting webinar registration page. And then you're going to create your email sequence. So I'm going to teach you what emails to write, what to include in the emails, when to send them. And then you can launch. And you're going to launch for 7 to 10 days, cart open to cart closed, to create scarcity and urgency. And then once you make money, you can record, edit if you want to, and upload your course into your members area. Once you've gone through 10 weeks with me, I will unlock a final bonus teaching you how to put this whole live launch model on Evergreen so that your course can be automated if you ever want it to be. That's the framework. So the other course that you purchased, make sure it's step by step. Make sure it walks you through all of the course creation and all of the selling, and make sure the person that taught it is able to have a long history of creating and launching their own courses. And if so, then you're golden, my friend, and you don't need Digital Course Academy. Okay, I'm on the fence because I'm afraid I'll get overwhelmed and lose steam again and not get it done. Two things. One, you're gonna hear from me often when you go through Digital Course Academy. I create DCA pep talk videos. I know where you're gonna get stuck. I know that around module 3, you might lose a little steam because it might feel a little overwhelming. You'll hear from me then. I know little areas and pockets in the program that get a little tough, so you're gonna need a little extra support. I also have set up an entire system for you to choose an accountability pod or a partner, individual partner, so that you are not alone. The people that get an accountability partner finish the course faster. It's just a fact. And I'm an introvert to the core. I don't even like to get accountability partners, but I still do it because I know if I'm checking in, I'm probably gonna show up in a bigger way. Get an accountability partner, no doubt. Okay, I'm on the fence because I think I'll spend more on DCA than I will make from my course. My course will be targeting non-toxic living, which people feel is expensive already, so not sure why they'll want to buy a course from me. So if you already believe that you're gonna spend more on my course than what you'll make, that mindset will get you nowhere, my friend. And this is just a little tough love. Where else in your business or your life do you have these limited beliefs that I'm gonna do it, but it's probably not gonna work. I'm gonna try it, but I'm probably gonna screw up, or I'm not gonna come up where I want. That does not serve you. So instead, let's get creative here and think, okay, if I am going to charge $100 a course, I'm gonna teach you all something really quick. So even if you don't buy Digital Course Academy, I'm gonna teach you something, and this is something I teach in the course. So if you like this, there's a lot more of this where it comes from. There are 3 types of digital courses that you can create: a starter course, a spotlight course, and a signature course. This is a decision you make in module 1, what type of course you wanna create. If you create a starter course, it's a beginner course. It's like a jumping off point, like a 101 course. So my first course that I created was Facebook Marketing 101. I just help people get started, set up their foundation on Facebook. A starter course is easy to create because it's just helping people get started, but the results you're promising aren't huge, so you don't get to charge a lot. What you charge is based on the results you're promising. And so I charged $100. A starter course is anywhere from $100 to $200. The second course you can create is a spotlight course. And a spotlight course is taking a sliver of your expertise and going deep, shining the spotlight on just one area. So my second course I created was to teach people Facebook ads. I knew a lot about Facebook marketing and making money on Facebook, but I chose a sliver of my expertise just teaching Facebook ads. But when you go and you really focus on one thing, you're able to charge more because you're getting focused results. So a spotlight course, you usually charge anywhere from $200 to $500. And finally, a signature course. A signature course is the Mac Daddy of all courses. It's like Digital Course Academy. I'm teaching you from point A to point Z and everything in between, and I'm promising big results. So with that, you can charge more. So a signature course, you usually charge anywhere from $500 to $4,000. And so why am I telling you this? Because let's say you're gonna do the non-toxic living course and you charge $100. You think that you can't sell 20 units and more? What in the world? Of course you can. Maybe not on your first launch if something doesn't go right, your messaging is off a little bit, you haven't attracted the right audience. So guess what you do, my friend? You get back in the game and you figure out how to do it again. The thing is, with a $100 course, yeah, you want to grow a bigger audience. List building will become very important to you. I've made $1 million with a $97 digital course, but it took me a while to get there. I had to grow my list for over a year. if you think you can't sell 20 units, where else in your life do you think you're going to come up short? Because you can sell 20 units. You can figure that out. You can go way beyond 20 units. Finding 20 people that want your course. I don't want you to take Digital Course Academy if you don't think you can go way beyond that. But actually, I take that back. I always tell my students that don't believe, they're not sure. I get it that you're feeling like, I don't know, I've never done this. I get it. Let me believe in you until you believe in yourself. Because my friend, Toxic Living course, I'm going to believe you can sell way more than 20 units. Way more than 20 units. I'll believe in you until you get into the course and you start having more confidence that you believe in yourself. Deal? All right, let's keep moving on. I'm on the fence because of the money. I have a course idea, but it is so huge and I'm so scared. Of course you're scared. Anything new is scary. Anything new. If you're not joining Digital Course Academy because you feel scared, let me tell you, you are not alone feeling scared. The only mistake you'll make is not signing up scared. Sign up scared. Do you know how often I am scared? And I am 12 years into my business. I'm scared all the time of decisions I make. Should I do this or should I do that? I do that and I'm like, oh, I hope I made the right decision. I do it scared. My only secret, where you and I might be a little different now, but not for long, is that I just do it scared. I do it uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable all the time. Why? Because what I want is very clear. I want more time freedom, financial freedom, and creativity freedom. I want to make an impact in other people's lives. I can't do that comfortable. I can't stay comfortable and cushy and have the time freedom, lifestyle freedom, creativity freedom, and impact as many lives as I want to do. So I just do it scared. And you can too. I get it. It's a big deal. Go for the 6 payment plan. Go for the 6 payment plan, because when you do, then you have less of a risk. Give the program a shot. This is your time. This is your year. Let's not repeat 2020 for a million reasons. But one of the reasons is we felt stuck, we felt fearful, we felt scared. Let's make 2021 totally different. But in order to do so, you have to do something about that. Click the link below this video, get into Digital Course Academy. Let's do something different together. All right, here we go. Let's see here. We have some new members. I think Cesare is crying when she's saying, I am waiting for Amy to welcome me too. Well, welcome to the program, my friend. We are so excited to have you here. Someone else said, I did it. Oh yeah. Oh, I think it says, oh my God, I did it. I was like, what is that? Okay, Tiff, welcome to the program. I'm so excited for you. We've got Corey, Kalissa, Leanna, Shannon, Stacy, Ganelle, Howard, Angela, and Diane. Welcome to the program. We are so excited you're here. We are so thrilled and honored that you've trusted us with your digital course. Let's get it out into the world. Okay, so what I want to tell you is we still have hundreds of people on. And if you're still here live, my friend, you're thinking about joining Digital Course Academy. What questions do you need answered? What can I do to help to make you feel like you are ready to take the leap? I can't take the scared away. I can't take the nervousness away, but I can give you the confidence to know that everything you need is in Digital Course Academy. It is waiting for you. Module by module releases. Monday, March 29th, Module 1 is released. But until then, we have a 3-part video series helping you grow your email list. We have other bonuses. We have the welcome sequence. You have so much to go through until then. Remember, you have lifetime access. You can go at your own pace. And you do have a 14-day money-back guarantee if you get into the program. And after you get Module 1, if you do the work and you're not satisfied, we will give you a refund. But I don't want you to think of that. I don't want tire kickers. If you're not excited and ready, you can be excited and scared at the same time. But I want you dedicated. Like you're not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That never works. I want you fully in doing the work. Deal? All right. I'm on the fence because of my topic, helping parents to have a community, maybe faith-based. I'm not a therapist, I'm just a mom, and I don't have a business yet. Okay, so you want to help parents to have a community, possibly faith-based. So here's what I want you to do. When you get into module one of the decisions you're going to make is your topic. I have a guide in there to walk you through coming up with your topic and really dialing that in. Now, when you say helping parents to have a community, I want you to think of, okay, so what will that do for them? What are the results? Because whatever topic that you come up with, at the end of the day, when you create a course, you have to promise results. Now, I want you to hear me. I think you're going to like to hear this. You don't need to promise results like how to make more money. So many of my students do things well beyond courses that help people make money. That's not what you need to do. You don't even need help to help parents have like a solid, tangible result. It could be more of a desire they have. And I think what you're creating is these parents have a desire to be more in community, to be around more like-minded people, faith-based people that get them and understand them and live lives like them. So helping them find that community, nurture that community, foster that community, you can teach ways to do so. The only thing that I ask is that you have gotten results in your own life or for somebody else. We never want to create a course where we haven't gotten results yet. That's not fair. That's not fair to teach anybody else. But if you've created that community, you've seen the benefit in your life, you know how it's worked for you, you've got a course in you, my friend. So many of my students started their first course based on the results that they got from themselves. And other people said, how did you do that? Like Ashley, working at the post office. She took her credit score from 499 to 720 on her own because she couldn't afford to hire someone to fix it for her. So she opened the books, she did the research, she made the calls, she figured it out. And that had her, she was able to create a digital course because she first did it herself. All right. Renee says, I'm on the fence because I'm not sure my topic, yoga and meditation, would be a good course beyond one lesson. Okay, so this is a great question. Renee, we definitely want a roadmap. We want to take them somewhere. So if you're thinking you just have maybe one module in you or one lesson, that's a freebie you can create. So create that freebie and now start getting into communication and engagement with your audience. What do they ultimately want? We've got to think of the challenge, the pain point, or the desire that our students have. What's keeping them up at night? What are they struggling with? So for Digital Course Academy, one of the biggest struggles I address with creating a digital course is what I've been talking this whole time. Creativity freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, and the desire to be known for something. The desire to be that go-to source and to get the recognition that you absolutely deserve. So what you want to think about for if you want to teach meditation and yoga, and I have many students in that realm who have had success, for the record. Go to amyporterfield.com/stories. You can find some of those stories there. But think about what is the result that they want. And it doesn't have to be life-altering, life-shattering results. Let me give you a quick example. One of my favorite students, I call her Sarah Sourdough. Sarah is a busy mom, and she was really good at creating sourdough bread. Now, I'm not a baker. My poor husband wishes I was. But I know that sourdough bread starts with a starter. You have to have the starter recipe. And so busy moms have no time for that, right? So Sarah had this technique of creating the sourdough bread that you could create for your family and have it all week long. And so remember, you could go on Google and there's probably over 10,000 searches for how to make sourdough bread, especially during quarantine. But Sarah Sourdough grew her audience. They wanted to learn from her. She was a busy mom just like them. She got them and she had a technique that worked. So she made over $20,000 with a digital course teaching people how to make sourdough bread. What? All of that could be found online for free. Everything I teach, if you hunt and peck long enough, you can find it for free online. So just know that it is possible to be able to create something that even though people can find it for free online, even though your results, like creating sourdough bread did not change their lives dramatically, but it helped them immensely. Something to think about. Okay, so I've launched several courses and I have not been very successful. I have a large email list, but that does not seem to convert. Will Digital Course Academy help me to understand why our courses are not converting? Yes, typically it has to do with either the flow of the course, the marketing messages of your course, or how you are doing your webinar. So what I have inside Digital Course Academy, all my students get this. I have a troubleshooting resource. So right away, you can actually get this on day one of Digital Course Academy. You can just email support. If you're a member, they'll make sure to get it for you. But it's a troubleshooting document, and it goes through all these different things that I want you to spot check your course and your launch, whether it's how you set up your course or how you set up your launch, your messaging, your webinar registration page, your sales page. And I ask you questions about all of that. And you go back and check, did I do this? Is that clear? Is that strategy the right strategy? So that you can start creating a list of things that you want to make better. So yes, to answer your question, and if you have a large email list, let's survey that list. Let's ask them, what do they want more of? Where are they struggling? Here's a tip that you could do tomorrow morning, and I hope you do this. Liz D, I want you to email that large list, and I want you to think of a subject line that will get them to open up. And maybe it's like, I have just one thing to ask, or one thing to say. I have just one thing to say, or whatever. Like something, create a little curiosity with that subject line. And then say, I want to know where you're struggling. Let's pretend you do weight loss. I have no idea what you teach. When it comes to weight loss, what's your number one struggle? Write me back. I want to hear from you. I will read every response. Keep it like one sentence or two and hit it, put it out. You will get people writing you back, telling you their one struggle related to whatever you do, and reply back to as many of those emails as you can. Let them know that they're heard and seen. This will help you really start narrowing down where you might have missed the mark with your digital course. If you've got the email list, let's survey them. Keep that email as short as possible, no fanciness, one sentence, send it out, and reply to as many as you can. Okay, let's see here. I'm on the fence because I want to create a course about organization, but the industry is so saturated. Oh my gosh, my friend, when I came on the scene, I taught Facebook marketing. It was at a time when social media was the Wild West. Everyone and their brother taught social media marketing and Facebook marketing. If I said, oh my gosh, it's so saturated, I would never be here today with you. So I want you to think of this. I want you to think about the fact, I know it's cliche, but you need to hear this right now. Absolutely not one person in this world teaches organization the way you do it. Absolutely not one person in this world except you has the stories, insight, and experiences exactly as you do. I put blinders on. There's other people that create digital courses, many people I don't even know their name. Not because I don't care about them, it's because I don't want to know about them. I don't want it to get in my head. I have my own strategy, I have a proven system, I put blinders on. I can promise you that if Oprah, I listened to this amazing podcast with Oprah, it's called Making Oprah, it was a long time ago, but I listened to this podcast and she was interviewed and she never thought about all of the other competitors when she was rising up in her space. And we're talking about like, I'm dating myself that I know these people, but like Donahue and Geraldo and Sally Jesse Raphael, like these people were very popular at the time when Oprah was on the scene. She didn't look at what they were doing. She didn't watch their shows. She wanted nothing to do with it. Why? She had no time for that. She was creating her own thing. You have to believe that you are unique because you are. Who cares what they're doing? Who cares that the home edit is super popular? Actually, because I love organization, if I had another job, I think I'd be a professional organizer. So I'm loving our vibe here. So if the home edit, who's super popular, and they happen to live in Nashville where I live, so I feel like they can become my neighbors. If they're that popular, all I would do if I was in your arena, I'd be like, hot damn, that topic is popular. Thank God I'm in it. People want it, people love it, and find your own way to do that. Find your own way to teach organization. There's enough room for everyone, my friend. And if you don't believe it, then there's not. It's a mindset thing. I believe there's enough room for me and everybody else who teaches what I teach. I'm going to stay in my lane. I believe the same for you. All right, here we go. I'm on the fence because I joined so many other programs, but the guru on the live calls never actually gets to answer my questions because so many other people are on the call. Okay, so we've developed systems so that 100% of questions submitted will be answered by me, Team Porterfield, or my ambassadors. This is something very important for you to hear. So if you submit a question, you will get an answer. I can't guarantee it's from me. There's a very big possibility that it will be. But my team is trained. They have gone through this course 10 times now. Like they live it, they breathe it, they eat it. They learn directly from me. And my ambassadors have had success with this course. So you're going to hear from me or an ambassador or somebody on my team, and you will get an answer that is valuable. I don't allow anything out there that's not. I wouldn't have anyone on my team that wouldn't create value. So where my program is different is we've put together systems that if you ask a question, you will get an answer. There you go. That's a very big promise, and it creates a lot of work on our end to deliver, and you're paying for this level of experience and excellence. So welcome to DCA. Speaking of, you do not have much time. Time is running out. I'm going to jump off fairly soon. So I've got a few more questions. I want to hear your question. If you're on the fence, let me know. Let's do this. You have 30 minutes before, let's see if you've got 30 minutes before our day one bonus goes away. 30 minutes and it's gone. And that bonus is how to spend 30 minutes a day to grow your email list while you're creating your course. I think everybody who asked a question today needs that bonus. You don't get it after today. So let's do this now. Are we ready? Let's do this. Okay. Chad says, I'm on the fence because I heard you say on a couple occasions that Digital Course Academy is probably not for me if I don't have a specific course idea and no email list. However, he says, I am sure that digital courses are in my future at some point, and I'm wondering if I should just take the leap and enroll now anyway, thinking I might find inspiration by seeing all the other types of courses people are creating and the success they're having. Chad, you're my favorite kind of student. You have the right idea. I don't want to encourage someone to join my course if they don't have an email list and they feel like they're going to struggle there. You have a whole different mindset. You have what I call a winning mindset. You're like, okay, but listen, I could get in your course and be inspired by other people. I could maybe find a great idea. I could get in your 3-part video series and start growing my email list while I'm feeling inspiration from other people. You're right, Chad. Like you could be my next star student with that attitude. You have lifetime access. So what that means is maybe in these 10 weeks, you don't start to create your course because you want to grow your email list and you just want to be around other people doing big things and get ideas from them. And then when you're ready, you create your course. One of the first decisions we make is when you're going to launch. You might put your launch 6 months from now. You might say, nah, I'm not going to do it right away, but I'm going to work toward a date. I don't care when you first launch. I just want that date out there. So Chad, you're an exception. You have a great attitude. You will excel. With that attitude, you will excel. I hope you join Digital Course Academy. All right. I'm on the fence because I wonder if I should validate my idea first and work with more one-on-one clients. You could say, okay, I want to work more with one-on-one clients. Just make sure you do that. Just make sure that you make that happen. Can you guys hear that? I think we're being have a plane landing on the building. It's going away. I thought a plane was flying into here, but it's not, so we're good. I got a little nervous. So basically what I want to tell you, now I lost my train of thought. I'm on the fence. Oh yes, you could work one-on-one with clients. I just hope you do so, meaning make sure that you don't use that as an excuse and then you don't actually do it. I think that you can get a client right now that can actually pay for Digital Course Academy, meaning you charge $1,000 or $2,000 so they can at least cut through the cost. Work with them while you're going through Digital Course Academy. So as you're learning from me and learning validation strategies, use it on them. You're gonna offer immense value. You're not gonna work with them as like a guinea pig. You're gonna work with them and get them results. You can do so both at the same time or not. Don't join Digital Course Academy, get a few clients, get the results, and then the next time I offer it, you can join the program. I just hope that a year doesn't go by and you're still not working with clients and getting results and ready to jump into Digital Course Academy. What I don't want you to do, something that I did, is create a whole business around taking one-on-one clients if you're not doing that already. Let's not go there, because you will reach a cap where you can only make so much money when you do that. So I don't want you to start taking a bunch of clients and then get stuck in that rut like I did, and it took me 2 years to get out. I just want you to, if you want, take a client just to get the experience and get them results. They could be your success student, but move on to digital courses quickly, because I do believe that that is where the impact and the money and the freedom lies. Okay, so let's see here. We are going to go for one more I'm on the fence question. This is Angie. And Angie says, I'm on the fence because I know I have the knowledge. I taught at a university level, but I don't know how to translate that into a course that makes people excited. Okay, here's the thing. You don't have to know how to do that. That's module 3 in Digital Course Academy. I'll teach you how to do that. I'll teach you how to take your expertise and knowledge and know-how and translate that into a digital course. That's my work. That's what I have to teach you how to do. So don't worry about that part. But let me just tell you, Angie, you've taught at a university level, you have the knowledge, you have a course in you. So now let me teach you. You all are afraid to join Digital Course Academy because you don't know how to do something, but remember, that's my job. That's what you're paying me to do. I'll teach you how to do that. So Angie, you're gonna be well taken care of. I have no doubt about that. Okay, so let's see here. Melissa says, I waited to the last moment, but I'm buying now. You know, Melissa, I'm so excited you joined, and I wanted to tell you, remember Danira? Remember Danira, our caramel candy apple queen? She said she waited till the last minute to join Digital Course Academy. She was so scared. She's like, Amy, I bet I was the last person to enroll in your course. And she is someone who I talk about year after year because she is that successful. So that's okay if you were worried and scared to join. You still did it. Now, I was gonna jump off, but I know there's a few more questions in here, and I hate leaving people hanging there. So Tammy says, let's see here. I bought another course, a course creation course, but I still found that I needed some hand-holding and questions answered. How can I ensure my questions will be answered? So you heard me say, we have a system that if you ask a question, you'll get an answer from me, Team Porterfield, or DCA Ambassador. So just know that's a lot of work on our end, but that's what we're committed to doing because we know that's what will set us apart from other courses. MB says, what if we are not good with tech? Is there help with this? There's an entire tech library. I'm not good with tech. Like, it's not something that comes natural to me. So I need somebody to teach me click by click by click. And so that's how we teach in Digital Course Academy. I actually have a resident tech guy. His name is Dave Kaminsky. Not only does he have the smoothest, most patient voice, he's very well versed in helping a newbie with technology. So you'll hear him teaching the technology I want you to know click by click by click. Okay, Kathy says, I want to join. However, I'm living out of a guest bedroom until my home is ready next summer. Would it be best for me to do this course after I move back where I will have more appropriate space to set up video and audio for myself? You know, Kathy, I would actually rather see you. I mean, yeah, you can wait. You can wait till the end of the year. And if that's a better time for you, I support it. But I just want to say one thing. If you get into Digital Course Academy now, you will learn, you can go through the whole 10 weeks. You can go through the whole 10 weeks before you even record one video. Because remember, you're going to sell before you're going to create. Let's not create anything that you haven't made money with first. So the video stuff, guys, the video and the audio, that comes last. That's the very last thing in that framework. Remember this framework right here? Look at this, Kathy. Record, edit, and upload your course. That's at the very end of the digital course after you've made money. There's a lot of different things you're going to do. So I want you to focus on all the other stuff first, and you can do that before you move into your house in the summer. So just something to think about. Okay, Brenda says, I have a growing membership site. Do you think I should focus on that or add a digital course to the mix? Will I confuse my list as to which program to join since I'll be selling to the same audience? If you have a growing membership and it's doing well, you can add a digital course. If you're still working on it and it's still kind of getting up and running, just focus on one thing at a time before you move on to the next thing. Although I will tell you, I think that digital courses and memberships go together like peanut butter and chocolate. So what you don't know is after Digital Course Academy, all of my Digital Course Academies students get a personal invite into my membership site. You can't even get into my monthly membership site until you go through Digital Course Academy. So I have a membership as well. I think they work really well with courses. So you do whatever works best for you. Lorraine says, do we need to use a specific course platform to create our course like Kajabi, or can we choose? 1,000,000% you can choose. There's so many good ones to choose from. Katie says, I'm interested in teaching childbirth education, but I feel like this is a niche with a time-sensitive 9 months window for women. How do I build an email list with this group? So Katie, your email list will be a little bit unique in the sense that, I want to show you something really fast. It will be a little bit unique that people might not stay on your email list as long as they might stay on other people's email lists. But down the road, you might think of other products that you want to create for people with toddlers or different stages after they've given birth. So it's called segmenting. So you want to segment people. You find out where they are in their process or in the phase of, are you pregnant? Did you just give birth? Whatever that might be. And you can segment people and email them accordingly. But I wanted to remind you real fast of Nicole. And remember, Nicole, she wanted to get pregnant women the right info they needed long before it comes time to push. And so she created an online childbirth education course, and she did it during COVID. She makes $15,000 a month on top of her OBGYN physician salary. And she put this course on Evergreen. And this is kind of what you're alluding to. And I teach Evergreen in Digital Course Academy. It's the last bonus you get after you go through the 10-week program. But the reason I wanted to share this with you is because with Nicole, she put it on Evergreen because she knows people need her course at certain times of their life. So if she only opened it like for 4 days, like I'm opening Digital Course Academy, you can only get in for 4 days and then it closes. Well, what about all the women that are pregnant and need her 2 weeks from now? So with that, that's a really good evergreen course. And I teach you that in Digital Course Academy. Will you be able to evaluate our courses individually? I will not. So you do not get one-on-one individual support from me. So if you're looking for a one-on-one coach, that's not Digital Course Academy. I can answer your questions like I'm doing now, and I go longer if need be, but I won't be individually reviewing your course. Will you be able to evaluate? Oh no, got that one. I have an email list of customers for the product that I currently sell. Can I use this same email list to market a digital course that teaches them how to make the product I'm currently selling? Yes, that's one cool thing. If you're selling something, this is what happened to a lot of my students. They were teaching something and then people wanted to know, well, how are you doing that? So like Danira was selling her caramel candy apples. And then so many people said, I want to make them like you do. Teach me how you make them. And that was her digital course. So yes, I've seen this time and time again. Okay, so let's see here. You've got 20 minutes left, now 15 minutes left to get the first day bonus, how to grow your list 30 minutes a day while you're creating your course. I think you all need this bonus. Get into Digital Course Academy today to get that bonus. All right. I am going to, let's see here. I'm going to answer 3 more quick questions fast and do my final shout out. Are you ready? Summer, I provide one-on-one coaching for parents who have children with behavior diagnosis using a 6-step system. Can you explain how a digital course works for this type of coaching? Okay, so if you have a 6-step system, all you need to do is let go of the thought that it needs to be totally personalized. And instead, you can say, if this is you, then this is the step you take. If this is your situation, then this is how you modify this step. There's different ways you can do that. Maybe you're not serving everybody and you niche down just a little bit so your steps can be more personalized. But I promise you, if you have a 6-step system and you work one-on-one with clients, that system can be tweaked to turn into a digital course. I can't explain exactly how to do it, but Module 3 will help you do so. Okay. What if we haven't sold anything else to our audience? Should we warm them up with smaller things like ebooks before selling a course? No, you do not need to warm up your audience. What you do need to do is when you get into Module 1 and you make a decision as to when you're going to launch your first course, Now you're going to start seeding the idea that something great is coming. Maybe you have them help you choose the name of your digital course. Maybe you help them choose some of the topics you teach so they feel invested in it, but you're not going to shy away from talking about what is coming. So when you do launch it, they are ready. Finally, Stephanie says, I've outlined 3 courses, but I'm thinking now about 1 course. Why do you recommend just 1 course? 1 course at a time. And so I want you to launch 1 course for at least 18 months, 3 or 4 launches if you want or more. I want you to get really good at that 1 course before you jump ship, because you're leaving money on the table and you're not affecting as many lives as you can. So I have 2 digital courses and 1 membership, but I just create 1 at a time and I focus on that till I really get it converting at a great rate. Then I move on to something else. My point is, let's not context switch and create this and then that and this. Nothing ever gets to be really amazing. So yes, you can have multiple courses, but let's dial in 1 at a time. All right, our final Woo Squad, here we go. Let's congratulate Brenda, Casey, and Lucy. Welcome to the program. Angelita, Danielle, Melissa, Megan, welcome to the program. And Kathleen and Michaela, welcome to the program. My friends, for those of you who are still on, oh my gosh, my hand is hurting so bad from holding that iPad that way that long. My friends that are here for this whole time, thank you so very much. I am so thrilled that you're thinking about creating a digital course. If you haven't joined us, you have 15 more minutes to get that first day bonus. But more importantly, think about your why. Why are you here still? Why do you want to create a digital course? If you feel it in your heart, if you feel excited but scared, I hope you do it excited and scared. Just know that I am going to help you every step of the way. I believe that you will have more freedom in all areas of your life. It's one thing to be scared and think, oh my gosh, can I really do this? But it's another thing to forget about why you really want it. What will this do for you? What will this change for you? Why do you want it bad enough? Get clear about that, and I think you'll find the courage to dive in. Thank you so very much for joining me, and for all of my new DCA students, I can't wait to see you in the program. Bye for now.
Hello, it's Andrew here from Melbourne, Australia.
I'm originally from Zimbabwe.
Alberta, Canada.
Waihikiala, New Zealand.
I'm originally from the Netherlands.
I'm from Poland.
I live on Vancouver Island.
I'm from Anaheim, California.
Based out of Massachusetts.
I have been a teacher in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
I'm a dietitian, nutritionist.
I'm a Gemini. I like long walks on the beach. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Doug and I wanted to get on here to let you guys know why I joined DCA. First one being, I definitely want to have a little bit more freedom in my lifestyle, to break free from the 9-to-5 job.
I am a piano teacher. You can only teach so many people in a day. Just time to stop trading time for money.
So really, if I just had to say, why did I join? It's really because I'm tired of doing what everybody else wants me to do, or what I should do, or what's best for me. And it's time for me to do what I want to do. And the reason why I say that is because when I was young, my parents, go to school, get your education, go to college, get a job, find a good job, work on that job, and retire. At 37, I'm not gonna talk about it because I done already cried, I don't know how many times, but I was diagnosed with something that literally my life flashed before my eyes, and I thought, if I were to die, I never did anything that I wanted to do, me.
I have a couple of different goals in mind here. One is the fact that I love the idea of being an entrepreneur, starting an online course, and seeing where it can actually take me financially. I've got my 2 young kids that are 8 and 11. I get to spend more time with them, which I love. I will never go back to having another office again.
Now being a mom of a girl, I really want to show her what it means to step out front and to show up and to do hard things and to try something new.
We have a 17-month-old son named Ace, and I just really want to be a great role model for him. I want him to be able to look back and see what his daddy did and what he created.
Amy seemed to make the impossibility possible, and I was really excited that I could create one thing and resell it. I've just been over COVID and lockdown 4 months creating an online membership for growing food and composting in your own backyard, and I'm not a tech person, so that was such a steep learning curve for me, and I thought this was the best way to get excellent knowledge and be in a community and connect with others and learn with others.
What I'd like to achieve by doing this is actually by empowering my own dreams. You know, I've got some massive dreams. I really want to make a difference in the world, especially coming from Zimbabwe. And, you know, money brings choices as well. So, and it'll help me leave a legacy for my family.
Hi, I'm Molly, and I joined DCA because
Hi, I'm Ingrid. And I joined DCA because...
Ingrid.
What?
We joined DCA together because we have trouble with our focus.
Yeah.
And we need Amy and this course to keep us eye on the prize.
Always.
Always. Get to the finish line when we create our course.
Absolutely.
Learn for change.
Learn for change.
Thanks, everybody. Woo!
Number one, want to do a course revision, and I'm finding that really intimidating. And I just really want to nail my marketing, become a lot better at my webinars, because I love webinars, and just get all my systems dialed in. And I feel like Amy is the one to teach me, because she is a step-by-step gal, as we know.
I prefer to work smarter rather than harder.
And Amy's showing us the way. It's like, that's what I need. I need to know how to be successful. I don't have time to reinvent the wheel and figure it out. Why would I do that?
I'm typically the person behind the camera, not in front of it. So I am here to take my business to a new level. I love working with clients, but now it's going to be amazing working with so many people to help skyrocket their businesses.
And even when I think about what I've been doing in the past, I've had my own business for 10 years. So I've been doing social media and ghostwriting for other people. So I feel like I've been growing other people's businesses for 10 years. And so I'm ready now to sort of step up, grow my own business, and try something new and be a great role model for baby Emerson.
I have been trying to create a course for a really long time, and I just can't ever seem to finish it. It's one of those things that I start having imposter syndrome over. And I go back and look half of my course and it's beautiful, but then I don't think it's good anymore. But then I get stuck of saying, well, I need a prettier image than this. I need a good webinar slide. I need this. And so that perfectionism, it just kicks me in the butt. And I need some accountability. I need some steps to have a successful launch and to line up everything to a point where I know I'm going to succeed and not have a failure launch. And I know that Amy is just such an industry leader that I couldn't be in better hands for this. And I had to talk myself off a little bit of a ledge for investment, but I know at the end of the day, it's totally worth it, especially when I put the effort into doing this. So I can't wait to meet some of you guys and get this started.
I have a course which is Brand Builders Academy. It's doing super well. We did 6 figures in July 2020. But you know something, I want to be multiple 6 figures, even 7 figures. And so who better to learn from than Miss Porterfield herself? And so I thought, right at the last minute with 58 seconds to go, I'm just going to jump in. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to do this. I've got my next launch scheduled for February 2021. And so I'm going to spend this time learning how to like 10x what we're doing right now. So I'm super excited to be here. The reason that I really jumped in is because I want to learn how to get more people on my webinars and convert at a higher rate. I love webinars. We use it now. It does really well, but I'm sure it can do better. I want to get my email copy a lot better as well when it comes to when we're in launch mode and that conversion copy. And we do Facebook ads, but I'm sure that we could be doing it better as well. So I'm just really here to learn how to take what we do now and what I love and how we just scale it and make it better and bigger and bolder and all the things that I talk to my clients about as well.
That it's been 1 week since I sat in this very location and got my first exposure to DCA. It blew my mind, and I haven't stopped thinking about it since. Now, don't get me wrong, it took quite some time in that masterclass with my finger hovering over the Join Now button before I said yes. There were also a few texts that were sent asking people if I was crazy for this investment, crazy to take on something now when life is so hectic. Because I have a confession. I have an absolutely fantastic day job. And yet I know there's more. I know there's more for me out there. And I hope that DCA will help me shine light on what that more is.
And if there's one thing that I wish I had done, looking back, is I wish I'd gone all in a lot sooner than what I did. Once I went all in on my online course, my numbers, my revenue, and my impact went through the roof. So I wish I'd kind of not dabbled at the beginning. I wish I'd just jumped in, boots and all. So that's just a little bit of hindsight for you from somebody who's had a course for a couple of years.
I am not waiting another year. I'm going to take the plunge. I'm going to take a chance on me. I'm going to do this year.
Don't know how the heck I'm going to fit this in with everything else, but I'm willing to make it work. Can't wait to see you all on the other side.
Hope everybody's having a good day and looking forward to seeing all the amazing stuff that comes.